Ugh. Okay. Howdy, Dion.
Hey.
How are you doing tonight, Dion?
Okay, I have a little drinky poo
Oh no.
that I am currently struggling to open with my sweaty ass hands.
Dion's an alcoholic now. Just like my uncle Al, alcoholic. Alcoholic, you see. See,
Yeah, I fucking get it, you goddamn loser.
it's a play on words, you see.
Yeah.
It's like because Al is somebody's name, right? But you can also combine it with the surname Kaholic to create the name alcoholic, which if you say it really fast, it sounds like alcoholic.
You're a fucking wordsmith today, aren't you?
Yeah, we got jokes for days over here.
Holy shit. So excited.
For my words.
Yeah, definitely.
Blue Splat says the what? Wow Animation says, have you ever done a gaming stream? Yes, shockingly, they're my least popular streams, so I don't really do it anymore. Also, when I do a gaming stream, people like tend to yell at me. Like when I streamed Bendy and the Ink Machine and people were mad that I wasn't getting scared by the game. Or like when I streamed Sonic Adventure and people were mad that I don't like Sonic Adventure.
You know, people like seeing games how they want it to be played. And that's why I don't watch Let's Plays anymore, because I fucking hate that shit. I hate that people play it wrong.
People play it wrong.
They play it wrong because they don't play it like I do, and that's wrong.
I can be anywhere.
Your Spyro gameplay, that kangaroo chase game. I was on that level for like an hour, dude. That one fucking level where you had to, yeah, I think you were chasing kangaroos or whatever. I tried to stream Sheepdog and Wolf one time, and people were like, "This game is old and sucks major balls." I didn't even bother streaming Security Breach like for a wide audience because I knew if I streamed Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, I would have 4,000 people just jumping down my throat, being like, "No, Matt, the reason you're not scared is because you're just not playing the game right.
Any
The game doesn't have any glitches at all if you play it right."
one.
Okay, so for the next shot, Mo is gonna morph into Sans. So
Sans Undertale, my favorite glitch tail character.
yeah, yep. Dion has a little story for y'all, I believe.
Mm. Oh, God.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Dion's Hentai Reviews, where Dion watches horrible, naughty things and reviews them.
Okay, they don't have to be horrible. It's just sometimes it turns out that way.
Yeah, and how did it turn out this time?
Wasn't very good.
Tell me more about that, Dion.
Okay, so now that we're finally here, Matt, I have to ask the age-old question. How do you feel about incest?
I don't like it.
Because it's here, and if it's for you, then that's great. But if it's not for you, I guess that's just another knock against it. So we're gonna be talking about a little hentai called Fault for the next while.
Okay.
And what Fault is, it's about the tennis club at this school, uh, and it starts out with them at like a summer training camp, and you have this fucking just complete loser of a guy. He's not too great at tennis, as evidenced by his senpai, who I believe is called senpai until the fourth episode. I don't think she's given like an actual name until later.
No.
Just calls him out and is like, "Bro, stop throwing all your fucking matches, you loser." And it's because this dude is getting distracted by all of the pretty girls that are in the tennis club, of which they are nice looking girls. But after a hard day of work on the tennis field, on the tennis court rather, it interspecies reviewer uh, is later because I know Anthony wants that one, but it's also a full 12 episodes and kind of not quite a hentai, so I need to set time aside for that one. But aside from that, back to the review. So one of the girls that he was playing doubles with turned out to really like him. For what reason? Fucking who knows? Because he's just kind of lame.
Hmm.
But regardless, she likes him. And so she wanted to go to his room after tennis practice was over. And she was like, oh, I'm going to go talk to him. Only to find out that he was just fucking his sister. And she sees them kiss and she's like, oh no, I'm embarrassed, and then leaves.
Oh.
And then they start fucking. And when it comes to like the fucking part, I guess it's fine. It mostly, I would say, it largely depends on how much you enjoy hymens being broken, because as you know, or as you may or may not know, hymens are kind of a quantum concept in the realm of hentai. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. And the only way to know for sure is to check. And this time around, they're here, and they're, I would say, quite plentiful.
Oh.
So, that turns you on. More power to you. Uh, and they start fucking, and they do the whole, uh, please fuck me, Onichan. Uh, please fucking tear my goddamn hymen apart. I love you so much.
Oh my god.
Uh, and that is also like, it's not as if they point out uh, quite often that they are stepbrother and stepsister, but it is mentioned because she just keeps calling him Onichan.
Okay.
And he drops a single line where he's like, even though we're not blood related.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
like, oh, is that the I'm safe? The I'm safe word like in my head. The thing that makes it okay to jerk off to this. I mean, whatever, I guess. So they fuck. And then the other girl is just like, hmm, this might be a problem. But not because they're brother and sister, but rather because she's trying to get in on that dick and his sister is in the way.
I see.
Yeah. So they do all that, and then it cuts to the next scene where the dude's practicing by himself, and then the girl who stopped by earlier shows up again. She's like, "Hey, want to practice, buddy?" And he was like, "Sure." And then they practiced, and this is where I start kind of frowning because instead of her going through this whole thing where she's like, "Hey, bro, why are you fucking your sister?" She's just kind of like, "Oh, I guess this is just how it has to be," uh, and she decides to say, "Hey, uh, I want fuck you instead. Would you like it if we fucked?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And then they fuck on the tennis court, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so happy." Like classic Japanese wife shit, where she's
Yeah.
just like, "Oh, please, do whatever you want to me, because I am basically your servant. I will do absolutely anything for you." And I tend to not enjoy that archetype, so I'm not really too big of a fan of this girl. But regardless, they fuck. Her hymen is broken. Uh, Fucking Dick Slinger Supreme uh, is just going in, and he gets a little more forceful uh, when they fuck. But when he's not fucking anyone, he's just kind of a huge loser. And I don't like the fact that he's a big loser because I want to respect the characters that I see on screen. I see no reason to respect him. So these are thoughts that are just kind of percolating in my mind as I'm watching this. And I was watching this like during the day when people are walking outside, and you can actually get a view of my monitor if you look at the right angle from outside. So I'm just kind of sitting here going like, someone could be watching this, but I honestly don't care. But that's just a me thing. It has nothing to do with the quality of the hentai, which is not very good. So that's how the first episode ends. It ends with them fucking on the tennis court. And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad that this dude who fucks his sister also fucked me. I am so happy."
One.
And then we get to the next episode where he goes out to the beach after a rough day of training, and he just kind of relaxes. And then his senpai walks up, who is the best girl, mind you.
Mhm.
Uh, and they just kind of talk, and their conversation is kind of like it's just a window for more sex because they don't actually fuck on the beach, but what happens is they start talking, and she's like, "Hey, remember that time we fucked in the classroom?" And then it cuts back to that time they fucked in the classroom.
Pretty
And I'm sitting here going like, how is this dude getting so much pussy when he doesn't do anything? He just fucking sits there and just kind of goes like, "Oh well, I guess life has passed me by, I suppose." I mean, dude barely reacts to a single fucking thing that happens to him. When he does start fucking, normally it's the girls that do all the work, and he's just kind of chilling, just letting it happen. And I'm like, what's so attractive about this guy? He's a nothing. But regardless, he fucks the senpai. Surprise, surprise, it was also her first time. So another hymen busted for the great man. And that's all that really happened with that conversation. Is it was just kind of, "Hey, remember that time we fucked?" And then he goes like, "Yeah, what about it?" She's like, "Yeah, it was pretty cool, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah, why'd you do that?" And she's like, "A girl's got to keep her secrets." Then just fucking walks away. And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Girl gotta keep her secrets.
I mean, that's how it goes. And then uh remember the girl who was like, "Oh, please, please fuck me, guy who fucks his sister." They had names, but I honestly couldn't be bothered to remember them. I only remember the senpai's name, which is Reiko, uh, which I kind of like. Her full name's actually Date Reiko, in case you didn't know. Well, you probably didn't know, because I'm sure you didn't watch.
Yeah,
Because who would?
I have no way of knowing that.
But you know, she got kind of a cool name. Regardless, um, the other girl, who is like, "Please fuck me, guy who fucks his sister." She's like, you know, I can't let this stand. I need to step up and talk this through. So she goes over to the dude's sister and is like, "Hey, I know you guys been fucking, and I just came here to say that he's all mine, and you're not allowed. No touchings." And she's like, "You know, maybe we can work something out."
Oh no.
And then they start talking. And then it cuts to the next day, and on the next day, it is the two girls, and Mr. Boring, what's his face? I believe his name is Shuichi. Shuichi shows up. Hyman Breaker Supreme shows up on the tennis court, and it's him, his sister, and the other girl. And they're just like, "All right, we came to the conclusion. We came to the very logical conclusion that it is just impossible uh, for just one of us to have you. Therefore, we both get you. We shared. That's how this is gonna work." And I hear that, and I'm like, "Why are you so okay with this guy fucking his sister? Why can't you just be like, dude, that's gross, stop it?" But regardless, they have a nice little threesome. No hymen shattered here, because because they've already been broken. But they have a little threesome on the tennis court. Pretty cool that no one came by on the tennis court,
Yeah, that would
because you know that might have been problematic.
Yeah.
But basically, he fucks both of them at the same time, and that's where the second episode ends. Everyone's happy, because they all get a piece of this dude for God knows why. And now we get to the third episode, and this is where I just kind of got my head in one hand. And I'm just like, when is this? When is this gonna be over? Because like I'm trying, I'm watching this to try and enrich myself here, but I'm not seeing much to enrich myself with. So I'm left with me just sitting there looking at the timestamps going like, can this please end soon? Because I don't think I quite enjoy what I'm seeing. And I mean, like, as I said earlier, the sex scenes are fine, but they're just like fine. They're not blowing me away with like, oh man, this is some really hot shit. So like it's not entertaining enough to detract
Pretty sweet deal.
from the problem that is this dude fucking his sister and the other girl just being like, yeah, that's fine, let me in on that action.
I see.
And so oh yeah, there was also a scene in the second episode where the other girl goes on like a run with the guy, and then they fuck in the forest, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm getting more perverted. How rude of me! I can't believe this is happening."
Okay, can I interrupt for just 1 second?
Please interrupt.
I feel like this is like a thing that just like happens in every like hentai based on like memes I've seen or whatever. Where after having sex the girl says, "Oh no, I'm such a huge pervert. I've had sex."
It's pretty common, but regardless, she takes up that mantle for
Pretty
this
sweet
little hentai,
deal, huh?
and
Pretty sweet deal,
proceeds
huh?
to proceeds to fuck him in the forest. And she's like, "Oh man, I hope no one's watching."
Pretty sweet.
And he does the whole, "Oh man, I bet you wish someone watched, wouldn't you, you fucking slut?" And she's like, "Oh no,
That's not okay.
please." And she's like, "Oh no, what if somebody watched?" And he's like, "But you're getting wetter, my dear."
Oh my god.
Uh,
What the hell?
and so the third episode happens, and they're on the way back because training camp, well, the trip to the beach, is now over, but the training camp is still there because it's still summer vacation. So they're back at school, uh, and they're hanging out at school on the tennis court, doing their thing. And there is another guy, I should mention, in the tennis club.
Okay.
There's the two guys and then the three girls. But for some, like, I legitimately at one point got the two guys confused because they look so fucking similar. And the other guy gets like fucking like 2 seconds of screen time. So he showed up, and I'm like, who is that? Why does the main character look so weird? And for some reason, the girls just don't
Pretty
want a
sweet
piece
deal,
of him.
huh?
It's all Shuichi, for God knows why, because he has shown like approximately zero attractive quality. But they get back, and they're at the tennis court, and they're like, practicing tennis sucks. Let's go to the pool." And then senpai just goes like, "Yeah, fine, whatever. Let's go to the fucking pool." Uh, and when they go to the pool, uh, Genius Shirichi smacks his fucking head on something. Oh wait, no, I remember what happens now. He said something completely innocuous, like, "I can't believe you brought your swimsuit under your clothes and you're already wearing it. It's like you just wanted to go to the pool or something." And then his sister is just like, "You're a fucking pervert."
What?
And yeah, exactly. Right.
So the guy
It was
gets called a pervert because
it was a completely unjustified response. And what she does is throw a tennis ball and the racket at his head. To which the best girl senpai responds, "Please don't use racket like that. That is rude." Uh, and then dude gets knocked out. So the teacher watching over them says, "Oh, I'll just stay behind and take care of him." The teacher, by the way, does not look any older than the students. I should have
Okay.
you know. I didn't realize she was a teacher until they called her sensei.
Okay.
But regardless, she's like, "I'm gonna stay here uh, and help this little boy because he got assaulted with a tennis racket
I don't like this.
and he is now out cold." No, it's totally fine because what happens is he wakes up and then uh, he just gets a face full of tits
I don't.
because her tits are massive.
Okay.
And she's
Oh,
just like, "Oh, hello."
is that how you're supposed to know she's older?
I mean, I guess, but like, it's not like they're like disproportionately huge. They're just like a normal kind of big.
Deal, huh?
But she still looks like a kid. Like she just looks like all the other kids. So you could have fucking fooled me if you didn't call her sensei, is what I'll say. Uh, but he
Pretty
wakes
sweet
up
deal, huh?
with his head in her lap, and all he sees is titties, and he's like, "Hello." And she
Huh?
says, "Oh, you're awake. I see you've pitched a nice little tent there." And he's like, "My bad. I honestly didn't mean to." And she's like, "It's okay. We can just fuck right here."
yep, there it is.
And so they fuck. And that's right. You guessed it. Main man shattered yet another hymen
The
because
teacher?
yes, the teacher, she has been untouched.
What the fuck?
See,
And so while they were fucking, the dude's sister and the other girl were like, he's taking too long. I'm gonna go see what they're up to. And he sees him fucking the teacher. And they're just like, man, I can't believe she pulled one over on us. And they go back to the pool dejectedly. And after they have their little fuck session out behind the pool, everyone meets up at the pool. It's like nothing ever happened. And then it cuts to the dude's sister going up to the other girl and saying, hey, we need to talk about something highly important. And this is the part that really kind of upset me because they talk and they're just like, hey, so I've been thinking, and I don't think we're perverted enough. So she's like, I got us a whole bunch of research materials, and she gathers up a bunch of Shuichi's porn comics because this dude still uses porn comics.
Yeah. And what year is this? 2021.
2.
There's a modern.
I mean, I'm gonna say it's modern day. It was probably like 5 years ago, or something like that. But I mean, like way too late to be using print media for this type of thing. But regardless, they're just like, oh man, it's time to get perverted. And they start reading all this shit. And then they start touching themselves. And then they're
What
just
the
like,
fuck?
I think this is just a little too hot for me. And then they start like fucking each other. And
What,
they're
they
just like, oh
twist?
man, we're so perverted. I can't believe we're doing this. And I'm sitting here and I was like, you're just fucking a girl. It's not that special. Like, calm down. And so they get a little carried away in their research session. And they fuck each other a little bit. And then they stop and they're like, all right, now we know what to do. Now that we're sufficiently educated in this perverted art that we've created. So they take Shuichi and lure him into the shed behind the school.
I don't like that.
And they're
I don't like where this is going.
and they're like, we've got you. You're stuck here now. This is our ultimate plan.
I don't like
And you
that.
want to know what their ultimate plan is?
What's-
Their ultimate plan is to fuck him in cosplay. And that's their grandstand of perversion.
The
Okay.
horror!
They're sitting here and they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this bunny outfit and it's gonna be so fucking perverted, dude. He's gonna be hard for weeks. And
I'm so glad I joined this voice call for a little while.
and so one of the his sister dressed up with bunny girl outfit, and the other girl dressed up as like a maid. And then they just fuck like normally. And this is the part that kind of frustrates me because they spend all this time going like, we need to be more perverted. We need to get kinkier. And all they do is just have normal sex in outfits. Like that's nothing. Like they got no toys. They don't even go for a little anal. They don't do anything special. And they're sitting here going like, oh my god, I can't believe we're so perverted. This is like the true heights of perversion. And I'm like, no, it's not. What do you stop kidding yourself? But regardless, they have their little fuck session. And the third episode ends with them finishing up, and then Senpai going like, guys, what the fuck are you doing in here? You're being way too loud. Shut up and get back to practice. And I'm sitting here going like, thank you, Senpai. You are my light shining in the darkness.
Dion was
Please.
watching this for the tennis stuff.
Right.
I mean, I thought they would bring more tennis
See,
stuff
my-
into it. I
okay,
thought I'd
reveal,
at
huh?
least, see like a match or something. But
Huh?
it didn't.
See,
They just kind of fuck, which is fine, because that's like the point, right? But I think that the sex is kind of boring. especially because I don't like the girls. Because his sister's voice is way too high pitched for me. And the other girl is just a fucking normal ass Japanese wife archetype. And I hate that shit. The only one that I actually liked was the senpai, who was so special that she ends up getting her own special episode. So those were the first 3 episodes, right?
Oh my god, we're not done?
No, there's a special 4th episode. And I was kind of like, I thought I was done searching through, wading through this mess that was fall. But we get to the 4th episode, and the 4th episode, I think, is actually way better than the first 3. Because, one, it's all about the senpai, who, as I've stated earlier, is the best girl. So they made the right choice there. And 2, something actually kind of interesting happens, which I was surprised about, because I thought they were just gonna be like, more tennis shit. But anyway, this special 4th episode starts with bland nobody Shuichi looking out the window, going like, "Damn, I really did fuck all those girls, didn't I?"
You sure did, Shuichi.
Yeah, he fucking did. Or it was completely undeserved because this dude is the most boring piece of shit. I've said next to nothing about him, and that is because there is next to nothing to say about him. Because nothing fucking happens with this dude. He's so fucking lame. He sits there with the same goddamn face plastered on his stupid head, just everywhere, just thinking like, "Oh, what happened over there? All right, whatever." It's like he's just a fucking blade of grass, just drifting in the wind.
Sounds like Kirito would be
doing
more
anything,
interesting.
just getting pulled along by whatever force nature brings upon him. And the force in this case is Reiko, the senpai, because she comes back. And he goes to the club room, and he's just kind of chilling there. And he's talking to senpai, and she's like, "Hey, I got this outfit. I was gonna try on. Would you like to see it?" Because she has like a maid. They're doing like a maid cafe thing, like a cosplay cafe, for the school festival. So she wears like a little elf outfit. She's like, "Hey, man, aren't I pretty hot in this outfit?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And she's like, "You gonna do something about it?" And he's like, "All right, sure." And then they fuck. And they introduce a transfer student earlier, and the transfer student comes by. And just kind of
My
notices
soul?
that they're fucking in the classroom, and she just kind of stands outside the door for a bit, and she looks like very upset while they're fucking, and it just keeps cutting back
It's
and
just
forth
kind of
between them,
flexible
like
that.
show a little bit
Neat,
of fuck, and you show a little bit of the transfer girl, and then you show more of the fuck, and then you show more of the transfer girl, and eventually she walks away. And they kind of they finish their fuck session in peace. And then there's a little bonus fuck because after that happens, he goes grocery
My
shopping
soul is
with senpai, and then they get caught in the rain, so they just start fucking under a bridge because there's like, we need to wait for the rain to stop.
Okay.
What a perfect way to pass time, am I right? And these scenes both kind of serve as like building the relationship between them, right?
Yeah.
Because they get a little closer as they fuck each other. Because it didn't seem like they were all that close before. But that distance is now closing. So, all that happens, and then he bumps into the transfer student when they go back to school. And she's like, "Hey, you're in the tennis club, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, what about it?" And she's like, "Oh, nothing. Just wanted to know. By the way, I'm definitely not trying to hit on you or anything." He's like, "All right, sure." Because nothing faces this dude. Nothing can ever change this dude's stoic ass face because he's just so unaffected by life around him. So she says all that. He walks away, And he's like, well, that was strange, I guess. And then they meet up again because she was like touching herself in one of the empty rooms as school was emptying out, and he saw, and she got really embarrassed about it, which was kind of nice to see because she puts on this stoic facade, if you will, as if nothing can ever like shake her.
Mhm.
So when he sees her like that, she is like visibly distraught. And I was like, oh, that's nice. It's nice to see a little crack in her armor, you know? But she gets over it and she quickly takes command of the situation and is like, hey, bro. So I know you just saw that. Did you like what you see? If so, let's get down to it. And then they start
Let's
fucking.
get down to business.
You're like a fucking goddamn CEO, dude.
I mean, she really does just like kind of take a hold of the whole situation. It's just like this is moving at my pace, not yours. Which is, you know, cool. I certainly like that about her. And
It's just
they
kind of
fuck. Sorry, I'm taking a drink of my cider. So it's not very good, by the way. I don't like it, but I have to finish it.
no, you don't.
But yeah, yes, I do. Shut up. So they fuck and everything, and he is like, "Wow, you know, you really remind me of someone. Her name is Date Reiko, and she also maintains this really cool beauty about her.
Kind of flex.
And I think it's really cool that you two are so similar." And she's like, "Oh, huh, that's the case, right?" And just kind of sends him on his way. And then she leaves a note in his locker that says like, "Hey, come to the roof after school." So he goes to the roof after school, and don't worry, we're almost at the end here. I know this has been a while. So he goes to the roof, and what he sees is Senpai confronted with the transfer student, and they're like having a pretty heated argument. And she's like, "Dude," the transfer student rather, is like, "Dude, I'm gonna fucking break you. I'm gonna take you and I'm going to destroy everything in life that you hold dear, and you cannot stop me. It is over for you."
God.
Yeah, I know, right? And I'm sitting here like, damn, this high school, what the fuck did she do to this high schooler to make her feel so much rage? And she like grabbed her by the hair and was like, I fucking hate everything about you, including your stupid ass hair,
Oh
and I'm
shit.
going to watch your entire life fucking burn. And then she takes her hair, takes a fucking chunk out of it, and then just fucking leaves. And she walks right past fucking nobody loser Hyman Buster Shuichi.
I like that Hyman Buster is his title.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he does. They were all virgins, and he popped all of them. So she basically calls him to the roof just so he can watch how much uh, she fucking hates our senpai over here. And I'm like, oh wow, they actually did something here, and I would like to see where this goes. And that's where it ends.
Oh my
And
God.
now I am upset because I'm like, that was by far the most interesting thing that happened throughout this whole journey. And you're telling me that bit only got one episode for it, while fucking nobody loser Hyman Buster Shuichi fucks his sister and someone who I don't give a single shit about, as well as his teacher, who I also don't give a shit about, for 3 fucking episodes. I had to sit through all that just to get here. And now I'm interested and you're leaving me hanging, and I am very upset.
This
Damn,
sounds
Dion over here got blue balled.
this sounds like the worst one yet.
You know what? I think it might be the worst one yet. Because, like, they do the thing where they're just like, we need to get more perverted, and the sex is absolutely not kinky in the slightest. And for some people, dude fucking his sister, that's just straight up a no-no. So there's that obstacle to get over. And then there's the fact that I just don't like any of the girls that's not senpai because they're not cool, and she is. So I'm sitting here going like, he cares about all of the girls that I don't care about and is putting the focus on them and not the one that is clearly the
right?
best choice. So it just makes it hard to watch on a whole. Because, you know, if you make this cool character, I would like to see them get put front and center. But of course, they don't do that. Because for whatever reason, these loser Japanese people who are making all these hot anime women are just like, they need to be completely subservient to me, and they need to not have any free will of their own, and not be able to make choices by themselves, because that is what I find attractive in a woman. And I have to sit here on my fucking pedestal and be like, you are all wrong. Stop that. Make a different archetype popular. But they don't listen. They will never listen. And so we get shit like this. We get shit like Fault, where you have to watch the most boring characters have sex and have it be the same type of sex. So it gets repetitive.
What?
And you know, they just don't change it up. It wasn't a very entertaining watch. I was left more upset than anything at that ending because that was by far the most interesting thing that happened. And I really wanted more, but alas, there is no more. Please send me more of the transfer student arc for Fault. I would enjoy it, probably.
Thanks for coming to his TED Talk.
Yeah. So that's 2 thumbs down.
Uh, I'd say it's 1.5 thumbs down because I did really like that 4th episode, and I thought it could have been interesting. And like, it's not like our previous subject, Haramasete Seryuken, where they deliver on a promise and that delivery is unfulfilling, but rather just they don't deliver. So I still had the satisfaction of in my head going like, man, I bet something really cool happened there, and just thinking up something cool, as opposed to having the answer be something that's just really fucking lame.
I see. Well,
So that just keeps it from being like a full fucking just trash this whole thing.
there you have it from the Roger Ebert of hentai. Fault, not good. Promising, but ultimately not good.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted a story that you can follow along with and be satisfied by, Fault is not the place to go for it. If you like boring sex and you don't mind that a guy fucks his sister, then fine, go for it. If you don't mind that and also Hyman getting busted, then yeah, sure, it's fine for the sex parts, I guess.
I guess you can say them girls were busting.
Bro, he was busted.
He was busting. Sorry, I was not able to like catch the beginning of that stream, but this is my official hello to the both of you.
Hello.
I didn't want to interrupt Dion while he was in the middle of his explanation. Yeah, I was trying to respect the space, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Earlier, Relays Reckless said, "Why are you animating the traitor?" I'm assuming he's referring to Sans, obviously. No, I am assuming he is referring to. What happened? I'm assuming he is referring to Jonathan, who left MrMattimation in 2016. He's coming back for this episode, fellas, and for a couple more. So yeah, I was gonna let this be a surprise, but this surprise was supposed to come out on Halloween last year. So like, basically, in May. Okay, so let me back up for a second. So Jonathan was the co-producer of my cartoons. until 2016 when we decided to end our creative partnership. And we had not spoken since 2019, I believe. And yeah, so we had not spoken for quite a while. He texted me like out of the blue last May, in May of 2021. Like literally, like I think right around Mattimation's 9th anniversary, he texted me and he said, "Hey, we need to talk about some things. Would you mind getting coffee with me?" So I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." So we went to a coffee shop which did not have any indoor seating because this was like the height of COVID. It was raining and the outdoor seats were wet. But we sat there and we talked about you know, why we kind of grew apart. And you know, so I'm not gonna, go through single thing that was said. But he talked to me about like some of what he had been going through, and I talked to him about some of what I had been going through. And we both kind of recognized that we each recognized that the other had like grown quite a bit, like matured quite a bit since the last time we spoke to each other. So at the end of that that meeting, we agreed to start talking again. And yeah, so me and Jonathan have been working together again for, I mean, roughly like 6 or 7 months now. Yeah, it was supposed to be a surprise when this cartoon came out on Halloween of last year. He was going to provide the voice for his character, and like he was going to go uncredited in the opening sequence, and then his character was going to show up with his voice. It was supposed to be a big surprise for the oldies, for the old fans. But it's a little late for surprises now. And yeah, so we have been working together for about 7 months on a variety of things. One of those things being a new horror series that I have been wanting to do for a long time called Misty Glen. And yeah, so I am actually hopefully flying to England in March to go see him. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Jonathan has rejoined the channel as an occasional collaborator. We're working on a cartoon that he wrote after this one.
Question: do I have the ability to permanently ban someone from here, from the YouTube chat?
I have no idea.
Because I only see 5 options. It's like a timeout and like it's a remove message or hide user.
Hide user is banned.
Oh, okay. Okay, then there's that. Oh boy.
Are you nutting right now? What the fuck's going on?
I'm stretching, you asshole.
Okay.
Strange way to say nut, but okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been working on my damn storyboard all day.
The nut board.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the board that he nuts on.
Dion, what the fuck?
Hey man, you're the one with the board, not me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you nut on that thing, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all strange.
Shit. Like
We're-
I said, you're the one with the nut board. I'm
Yeah.
just an observer here.
I hope this file processes fast enough.
How do you guys feel about water? Dion's a water simp, dude.
Water's cool.
I'll like drink soda. Dion will be like, "Are you drinking fucking soda? Drink water, fucking idiot."
I'm drinking water right now.
I think you're slightly exaggerating my tone, and I don't know if I appreciate it.
Ain't nothing being exaggerated here.
Oh, you're a big meanie.
Alright.
I'm just over here trying to suggest to my good friend Matt that hey, water's a cool thing that can be consumed from time to time.
Yes.
And here comes Matt saying that water's fucking stupid and that I don't deserve to live because I'm just a water simp, as he says.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, sure.
You're overstating my tone, sir.
I felt what you were trying to say. Don't worry, Matt. Your message has been heard loud and clear.
Yeah, Matt's just a water hater. I get it.
Yep.
I mean, water's like cool, but like soda tastes good.
You know, why drink soda when you can just not?
Well, see, some people taste things, Dion.
What are you talking about?
Not everybody's a robot, Dion.
I'm not a robot.
I don't know.
I do know. I am very much human.
Sometimes you say some pretty robot-y things. Robot-y John Gotti.
You know, I think you're just stretching the definition of robot.
My gut says maybe. Come on, did this damn thing not save already? Well, I gotta get to my class, so y'all be good.
Later.
I'll talk to y'all later.
I'll think about it, but no promises.
Okay, fair enough. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
As we all know, I'm a very naughty boy who doesn't play by the rules.
Yeah, you owe money to John Gotti, bro. Imagine owing money to John Gotti. Couldn't be me.
My God, I'm gonna cry.
COVID ruined our plumbing business, Luigi.
You know, I'm really glad I got Fault off my chest. Now I can stop thinking about how upset it made me.
Maybe in the time you've waited, it's gotten a new episode.
I mean, I don't think so. I could check tonight.
Hello, Ashley.
Don't watch Fault, it's bad.
Don't watch Fault unless you are over the age of 18, and it also maybe just don't watch it in general.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll find a good one, I swear.
That was John Gotti's mansion. You took a shit in his pool. I feel the need to give Sans like anime boob shadows like I gave him in Twin Souls Part 4.
I know Sans has a massive rack soon. Speaking of massive racks, I finished watching Kobayashi's Dragon Maid today. And I gotta say, I'm very sad that it's over.
Oh.
It's very good. It's very good, but it makes me smile too much, so it's bad for me.
Hey Dion,
Yeah.
in your opinion, what is the default color of light? Yellow and warm or white and cold?
I would say the default is yellow, but if you're asking my preference, I definitely prefer white.
Ew.
I like white better.
Dude, white light makes me want to shoot myself.
I like white light because it makes everything feel nice and sterile. And that's how the world should be. Nice and sterile.
Did you guys know that the Corrections Corporation of America, which is the largest for-profit prison company in America, spends nearly $1 million a year lobbying against cannabis legislation? Their official stated reason is changes with respect to drugs and controlled substances could affect the number of persons arrested, convicted, and sentenced, thereby potentially reducing demand for correctional facilities to house them. Do you guys like Kirby? Kirby is okay.
I like Kirby. I think Kirby is red. And the new game seems pretty cool.
Oh yes, Clash of Clans.
No, Kirby Automata, you silly person.
Oh, is that the one where he's a sex robot?
No. It's the one where Kirby walks around a fucking desolate and abandoned city. Just like Nier Automata. I've not finished the cider yet. I need to finish it. I got through most of it, talking about fall, but it's not finished.
Dion, I want you to know that Blue has drawn fan art of you.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's what it would be, huh?
That's you reviewing classy media.
Yep.
Hang on, let me.
Only the classiest media.
Yeah. This is the official Dion fan art by Gabrielle Arts in the chat. Gabrielle Arts also has done and is doing some animation for this cartoon. So everybody go say hi to her. She's a good work. She's a good artist and a hard worker. And fast too. She's like really fast. Don't praise her too much, however. She is white.
Yeah, we got to keep her on a tight leash.
Yeah.
Well, I will say thank you for the fan art. This is definitively my first time ever receiving fan art.
Yeah, which is weird because Dion has a lot of fans.
You stop that. I don't like what you're doing here. I'm gonna need you to stop.
Don't care, didn't ask, plus you're white.
Fuck.
Can I just can I move on to the next topic of conversation, which is my newfound uh magnetic properties when it comes to MILFs.
You just have the energy, dude.
I shit you not. I have had count them, 3 women with children hit on me in the last 2 months. Last night I spoke to one for like almost an hour. It was like, Dion, it was like straight up almost an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I spoke to one for almost an hour. Who was very heavily dropping hints that she wanted me to come back to her place. And I said, I'm sorry, I have a job to do. If we talk about MILFs enough, do you think it'll bring Esper back? I hope so. I'd rather date her than a MILF, I'm going to be honest with you.
That's got no love for MILFs, guys. Can you believe that? No love.
I mean, would it be fun for a bit? Yeah. But like at the end of the day, there's no like we don't have very much in common. You know, because like her oldest son is like my age.
I mean, you know, who gives a shit, man? Whenever I see a pretty lady on the street, I don't look at her and go like, "Damn, it would be nice to start a long-lasting relationship and family with her."
You don't look at women on the street, Dion.
You don't know what I do and don't do.
Yes, I do.
That is not true.
That's the problem. A motherfucker like me would have pounced on that.
Hey, man, come on.
It's real MILF hours over here.
How far is that, Matt denies?
Can I just hang on? I'm gonna stop drawing Sans once I have this pose finished because I wanna draw Pim from Smiling Friends real quick because he's such a fun little critter. Okay. If that tally gets to 4, you know it's a calling. Pim's head is like basically like an oval. It's got a little hair going there. It's got one eye that's bigger than the other. He has this weird thing going on with his eyes that I really like, where his eyes just look like that. Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here? That's my horrible Zach Hadel impression. He has a deviated septum, I think that's why he sounds like that.
Okay.
Zach does have a really good voice. I have like a list of people I want to get to guest star on Swole Foods, and Zach Hadel is like at the top of that list.
I'm not on it.
You wouldn't be a guest, Dion.
Indeed.
Why are so many fucking spam bots trying to post vor porn in in my chat?
No, you're good for it.
Vorn, if you will.
You know how much you like Vor.
Okay, so Pim's like. Nah. The simplest characters are like really deceptively difficult to draw because like if you fuck it up, everyone's gonna know. Because it's like very obviously not right. Because they are so simple.
Just don't fuck it up, Forehead. I don't understand what's so hard about it. Just do it right the first time.
Pow chicka pow wow, that's what my baby says. Meow, 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 and my heart starts pumping. Itchy, itchy, ooh, ah. Gitchy,
That's from
gitchy.
fucking Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah. Gitchy, gitchy, goo means that I love you. The Powerpuff Girls effect, yeah. Basically. They're also like really simple characters, but like if you fuck it up, everyone's gonna know because they're so simple, like everyone knows what they look like. Never gonna stop. Itchy, itchy goo means that I love you. This is not exactly Pim, but I think this is as good as I'm gonna get in the short amount of time I'm spending drawing him. Strange to me that someone can go from arguing with Destiny on Twitter to having their own TV show.
People still watch Destiny, right? I personally find the idea of Destiny, and I guess Twitch streamers in general, to be fascinating.
What do you mean?
I mean that, like, I think it's so weird that people will just throw money at a guy just for listening to him have thoughts and opinions. Because, like, I never thought that people's thoughts and opinions were, like, worth that much. But you got people literally making money hand over fist just by playing a video game and talking about what they think about. It's like, you can just do that with any person you find, you know?
I guess.
Got into a fight with Carlos about it once. Well, it's because he was telling me, like, that it's basically the same as being a comedian. And I'm like, there's so much work that goes into being a comedian. Like, I don't think it's the same because, like, what it's way different having to perform in front of a crowd that you can physically see.
It is, but I do kind of see where he's coming from there.
I mean, I see where he's coming from, but I just feel like it's still flawed.
I've actually never drawn any Smiling Friends characters before. This is my first time. So apologies if I am butchering Pim. Really,
He's
really
my favorite
badly.
character, you know?
He was terminated by the Orwellian animation deep state for being. I don't even know what Carlos is up to these days. I straight up have no idea.
I don't want to know what he's up to.
Unlike Jonathan, who like reached out uh, and asked to be a part of my life again, Carlos has shown zero interest in any of that. Which, I mean, he probably like I was a very small part of his life anyway. But like
He probably doesn't even know why we stopped talking to him.
you don't think he could guess?
No.
Gitchy goo means I love you. Bow chicka bow wow. That's what my baby says. Meow meow meow, and my heart starts pumping. Itchy ooh ah. Never gonna stop. Gitchy goo means that I love you. I am bad at drawing hands, but I guess that's okay because Zach's style is inherently about messy hands. Messy a lot of things. I deleted my usage of the N-word from Matt's Discord. So now the only usage of the N-word remaining are Matt and Carlos. I'm not proud of the fact that I've typed that word before, but you know, I feel like it's better to acknowledge that and learn from it than it is to just, you know, fucking pretend it never happened.
I guess I'm not that different from Carlos when it comes to my views on the N word, if you will. Because I personally believe that it's just a word. And what matters behind words is the context that is within them, and not necessarily the word themselves. That being said, Carlos is a bit of a different character because he kind of believes that you should be able to say anything you want without any repercussion, whereas I acknowledge the fact that sometimes what you can say can get you into trouble.
Chris did do that once. I wasn't lying when he said that. He did do that. I'm
They
not gonna.
do.
I'm not gonna repeat that, but yeah, he did say that.
I mean, Chris can barely control what comes out of his own mouth.
He blames us for that.
Well, in his heart, he knows he's wrong.
I don't know why I completely sidetracked things to draw up him. I think it's purely because I've never drawn a Smiling Friends character before, and I wanna.
Because you fucking love Smiling Friends, my dude.
I do love Smiling Friends. It's like my favorite show right now. Just noticed that Pim's belt doesn't have any loops, or doesn't go through any loops. It just has like a single buckle. Oh wait, no. Never mind, it does go through loops in some scenes, but in others it like doesn't. I guess it's depending on who's animating him. I'll go ahead and put loops there.
Now, what could make you think that Matt's stream is already demonetized? I'm sure Matt's content is from an advertiser save.
We haven't said the C word once.
Yeah,
Carlos saying the Southern Poverty Law Center lists everyone as a hate group was probably a bad sign. Yeah, I mean, hindsight is 2020. Here's the thing. I met Carlos in high school, and back then I was of the opinion that like you can't make friends outside of high school. So I thought that if I lost any of my high school friends, that was just like permanently one less friend I had, which is obviously ridiculous, but you know. This is supposed to just be a doodle, and now I'm just straight up like drawing like a clean on model Pim.
You know, guys, I gotta say, I've been suffering in the dungeon for the past while, and this has been a pretty good run so far. So if you would please send me your energy so I may beat this run, I would greatly appreciate it.
Dion has only just discovered Enter the Gungeon. Everyone laugh at him for being out of touch.
Hey man, don't be so rude.
You're out of touch. I'm out of time. But
I'm
I'm
not
out
out
of
of
my
touch.
head when you're not around.
Never mind, I might be out of touch. I can't keep up with all the new lingo these kids are inventing anyway. I'm not even on TikTok. How am I supposed to be in touch if I'm not on TikTok?
Chris is on TikTok. You can ask him.
Yeah, Chris is my border to the the normal run. Because he has managed to blend in. I have stayed on the outskirts.
Goo means I love you.
I didn't finish the slider shit.
Whenever I see your smiling face, I have to smile myself because I love you.
That's not true. I know you don't love me.
I love all my friends, Dion.
Not true. All right, guys, this is where I need your help because you need to tell Matt that if he really loves me, he would play Melty Blood with me.
Glitch till Larissa says, "Hi, how are you doing animating?" I'm doing good. I'm animating in Adobe Animate, if that's in fact what you're asking, which it might not be.
I'm currently suffering and Enter the Gungeon. Why suffering, you ask? Because I just got hit again, and it makes me very sad.
Okay, there's my very ugly Pim. His hand that's close to the camera is like way too big. But whatever. He really loved you. He'd break your hymen. Dion, would you like me to break your hymen?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
My hymen's special. It's too special for you, man. I'm sorry.
Dion has fucking missionary sex, and he's like, I'm so perverted.
Yeah.
Blue Splat says, I'm a shape tween.
Oh, no way. I didn't realize we'd have so much in common.
Alright, there's my Pim. Let's get back to work. Whenever I see your smiling face, I have to smile myself because I love you. Yes, I do. Whenever I see that pretty little pout, it turns my heart inside out because I love you.
Don't be fooled. Matt does not love you as he does not love me.
Okay. I don't know who I'm sending this shot off to yet. I'm pretty sure that not that shot.
Oh, shit.
I think this shot is getting sent to Gabrielle. This one's a fun one.
Shit. Where the hell did you come from? Everywhere.
This shot is actually already animated. Gabrielle animated it. I just haven't put it into the main file yet. Because I'm lazy.
Everywhere. Fantastic, is it not? I can be anywhere, anytime. Whoa, shit. Anyone.
Sans, by the way, is not going to, or Gaster is not abruptly going to turn into Sans right there. There's going to be like a little transition animation. I just haven't animated that yet.
Personally would have really enjoyed it if he just, hopped into being Gaster. I would have been like, oh, so inventive. That's Matt pushing the barrier.
Pushing the boundary by not animating.
Yeah, so brave.
Look, if I was like Camilla, I could just not animate all I want, but I have some standards. This is gonna come off as me sounding really bitter that she's more popular than me.
A rare shade from Matt.
What'd you say?
Rare shade from Matt. Oh goodness.
Dion, are you okay?
I sneezed.
Okay, that was a weird sneeze, my dude.
Don't judge me. How would you feel if I called your sneeze weird? Bet you wouldn't like it.
I mean, it's probably true if you said it. You don't have reason to mislead me.
You trust me that much?
Yeah.
You shouldn't. It's like that time Chris told me he trusted me so much that if I walked up to him and said, "Hey, your dick fell off," he would believe me.
Pretty.
I mean, if it was that egregious, no, but also, like, why would you say that? Like, there must be some reason you're saying that, so, like, I would
Well,
have...
that's what he said. He was like, "Yeah, there's got to be some reason." I think you guys put too much faith in me.
Faith is good, Dion.
What are you talking about? You should mistrust everyone.
What's that song go like that? It's like our God is a helpful God or whatever.
I couldn't tell you.
Hang on.
I got nothing when it comes to songs about God and shit.
Our God is an awesome God. That's what it is. It's like, our God is an awesome God, and someone made a techno remix of it. Any Dark Viper AU fans in the chat?
Matt's a huge Dark Viper AU fan.
I really am. I'm not really that into speedrunners, but he's such an interesting personality. I watch all of his videos. Christian rave music. What does a Christian rave even look like? I mean, look, you can't hear right if you don't think this song it fucking kicks ass. God is an awesome God, he reigns. I'm Catholic. It's very rare for any of us to have fun with anything, so.
My parents are Catholic. I'm personally atheist. Because, you know, I'm edgy like that. I exist to rebel.
This is the song I listen to when I'm thinking about fucking that MILF, so I don't get tempted.
Wow. My dad thinks that I'm atheist because of him.
Is there any true validity to that?
No, absolutely none.
That sounded like a threat.
What?
His return is very close, you better believe. I think the pastor just threatened me. Tell me that song didn't kick ass. My mother watched the entirety of Smiling Friends today. She's a big fan. Goodbye, Blue Splat. I'm sorry you're leaving forever.
It doesn't have to be forever. You can come back.
You can come
That's
back.
where
You
we're
can,
nice.
you can smash that bell.
Okay, maybe we're not like nice, but
I think
we're
I'm.
not
I think I'm pretty nice.
explicitly mean.
I think I'm pretty nice.
Yeah, you're all right. You're too nice.
What do you
Get
mean?
mean. We can get mean.
No.
Be an asshole.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. No.
Yeah,
Why would I do that?
because gotta blow up. It's hard in these streets, man. Son of a bitch. Alright, guys, I'm in dire need of help. I'm in bullet hell.
Dion is in dire need of help.
I'm in bullet hell. I didn't want to come here. I wanted to beat my pass.
Gabrielle says, "Awesome God Techno is greater than Living Tombstone Discord." Speaking of Living Tombstone songs, why, why, YouTube? Why are you recommending me a video of Martha from Martha Speaks pissing on a fire hydrant?
It's just what you two thought you needed, bro.
But I saw this video the other day. It was just called Fetty. It was the Living Tombstones Five Nights at Freddy's song, except that the only lyrics was a distorted Freddy, so it just says Fetty. It was really funny.
I mean, YouTube was right.
Hang on.
They know what you want, man.
No, that's not it. Is it this one? What's not to love about that? Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay? Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay? Five Nights at Freddy's.
I don't get it either, because like the dude had an opportunity to leave. He had many opportunities to just not show up, but he came back.
Well, he needed the paycheck, Dion.
Bruh, it's not worth dying over. I am very sad my run was interrupted by bullet hell.
You know, there's a scene in the Twin Souls 3, where Frisk flips off Alphys. But because I draw all my characters with 4 fingers, he wasn't sticking up his middle finger. He was basically just sticking up his his ring finger. I don't know why I didn't just like draw a fifth finger for that one scene. The reason I'm thinking of that now is because I'm drawing Sans' middle finger right now. He's not sticking it up, but his middle finger is in fact on screen as part of the rest of his hand. Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you want to be? I just don't get it. Why do you want to stay? Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you want to be? I just don't get it. Why do you want to stay?
Why would you want to stay at Freddy Fazbender's?
It needs the money.
It's not worth it, man. You guys, I'm gonna cry. I took a hit on the Bullet King.
I don't know what that means, Dion.
It means I got hit by the Bullet King.
I don't know what the Bullet King is.
He's the king of bullets. He's got and a whole pack of bullets.
What?
That's a little reference from Sonic Unleashed there.
Nobody should be referencing Sonic Unleashed for anything.
I can reference Sonic Unleashed all I want.
I mean, you can, you just, like, shouldn't.
Who will?
Hey kids, it's me, Sans. Don't watch Fault. It's not good. Me and Alphys, we watched it all day. If you know what I mean. I mean, we had sex while it was on. That's right. We had sexual intercourse. This is a canon part of the Twin Souls lore, by the way. Years before the events of the series, Sans and Alphys boned.
Oh, that was really clever, man.
I remember when the Twin Souls first took off and I was streaming like every single day. I don't know how I kept that up, but I streamed for every single day. Got like, 20 to 30 viewers in a stream. People told me that I sounded like Critical, and I was like, really? I don't sound like Sans, like the character in the fucking cartoon. I sound like Critical. Also, I don't sound like Critical, I think.
I've also been told that I sound like Critical.
I think people just think any, like, laid-back, deep-voiced person sounds like Critical.
Yeah.
I kind of, like, wrote off Critical a while ago as, like, a fucking... one of those, like, rational centrist, YouTubers because he was talking a lot about like SJWs or whatever for a while. But I went back and listened to a bunch of his stuff, and he's a pretty cool sounding guy. I'm gonna be real with you. I think I was wrong to write him off like that.
I used to watch his videos way back when. Um, but at some point I stopped watching and I was like, I just don't need to keep watching these. Back before he was like, his thing was like being some type of streamer personality or whatever.
Yeah, back when he just did like gaming videos.
Yeah.
Critical did not look like he sounded like, if I'm being real with you.
Well, I did it, fellas. I finished my cider. It was unpleasant.
I like cider. Was it hard cider?
Um, it's dry rose cider. Yeah, that's why I didn't like it.
Yeah. Angry Orchard Rosé cider is pretty good. Angry Orchard in general is pretty good. Sans is doing the Family Guy thing here, where he's just holding his palm out.
The thing where he makes a shitty reference that no one cares about and was 5 years too late.
Yeah. He's doing that. People have also said that I sound like JG Quintel, which I like for sure don't hear.
I don't even know what JG Quintel sounds like.
He's Mordecai from Regular Show.
Oh, I don't hear it. Maybe people are just stupid men.
Dude. People say I sound like MrMattimation.
People say I sound like Dion, that guy on MrMattimation streams.
Dion sounds like if he wasn't black, he'd be like maybe like Japanese or something.
You're just saying that because I'm a weeb, aren't you? Aren't you? You bitch.
Hey fellas, what race do I sound like? And then give me a 5-page explanation on why you think I sound like any particular race and what does that race sound like to you. That's right, I've trapped you.
You're not doing homework for me.
I was doing paperwork at work, and my clerk, my desk clerk walked up to me. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, I'm just like doing the shrink tracks." And he was like, "Well, what's that?" I was like, "Well, that's where you you know, you figure out who the highest and lowest performing cashiers in the store are, and you figure out what you can do to help them, be better." And he pauses for like a solid 5 seconds, and he goes, "So they're making you do homework?" And I was like, "Yeah." I stayed at work after my shift was over to finish to finish with my paperwork today. I was literally in detention. It was in study hall. You know, TV made detention seem like the most, like, fucking something that, like, every high schooler in the universe gets, but, like, at our school, you had to do something really fucked up to get detention.
Yeah. I never got put in detention once in high school. Middle school was a different story.
I got detention in middle school a couple times. For, like, being late to class, and the problem here was that I had a bitch math teacher who later served in the Trump administration. I'm joking, but only half joking. She probably did. Uh, I had this bitch math teacher who literally, like, I was walking towards her classroom and she saw me. She saw me outside the door. And then I tripped and dropped all my shit. And I was like, ah, crap. Well, now I got to pick this up. So I pick it all up. And the bell rings while I'm picking it all up. And then I walk into her classroom and she sees all this happen. And then she walks over to me and she's like, why were you late? And I was like, huh? She was like, you were late to my class. And I was like, no. She was like, yeah, you walked in after the bell. And I was like, oh, I dropped my books. And then she handed me a detention slip, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's pretty funny.
That math teacher was why I had authority problems for years after that. Because I met her, and I was like, oh, authority is just all dicks. Okay.
I had gotten suspended for 2 days back in middle school, and I also had an in school 1 day of in school suspension. And it was pretty cool. Apparently, no one told my parents that I had in school suspension. So I ended up getting out early because I had to go to the doctors that day, and I was like, "Oh, it's just like nothing even happened." I got to sit in a quiet room and do homework. And even getting suspended was pretty cool because like it was only 2 days. So like you get over it like halfway through the first day, and then you just basically get to like not be at school, which is pretty cool.
That's the kind of thing I would write up a formal complaint about. See, we actually tried, but so many parents had complained about this particular teacher that the school actually stopped hearing complaints about this particular teacher because it was easier to just ignore it than it was to do anything about it. Because, like, in Virginia, every single teacher is in a union. So, like, if you discipline a teacher, like, in any way, you're basically asking for fucking, like, union harassment up the ass. Basically, if you've been teaching for more than 2 years in Virginia, you're pretty, like, as long as you don't, like, molest somebody, you're pretty much set.
In the whole bar.
And even then, if you molest somebody, they'll probably just move you to another school.
It's just like the priests.
Yeah.
So no, I did not get any head.
Yeah. The priest said no. Sorry, that was horrible.
I was not a very religious child. I'll have you know. I used to go to church, like back when I was in New Jersey.
When I was in Florida, I went to a Catholic church where they I went there once actually, where they
Wow.
I was in a CCD class when I lived in Florida. because the teacher was my neighbor. Yeah. Connor Thompson has sent 99 cents and says a pile of poop with a face emoji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Connor Thompson. I actually got my payment from YouTube for my last few streams the other day. $50. That's the most I've made on YouTube in like fucking 2 years.
Damn, bro, we're living in it.
Yeah. What is the deal with all these MILFs looking for single young men in Virginia? What's up with that?
Pretty sweet deal. Sweet deal, huh?
I'm telling you, man, you just gotta embrace it.
Don't you hate it when you get comfy in bed and then bam, you get called in? Wonder how much of mine was the 50. Probably most of it because I do not make I make I think $5 per month on ad revenue. So one of my friends is trying to make NFTs. I looked into the NFT thing. NFTs is usually not profitable for like most artists. The profit the NFT like profit margin is like almost pyramid shaped. It's weird, right?
Crazy.
But like at the top of this pyramid is where all the profits come from, and the artists are usually at the bottom of this pyramid, and they actually usually spend money making NFTs. Can you believe that? I don't have to spend money to go post this shit on YouTube. It just goes up. Fetty. Reaganism is back. Trickled down D's nuts.
Autumn.
That's what I say to all these 4-year-olds that want to fuck me.
Respond to that.
No, sorry, Siri. Siri heard me say fuck.
They're usually trying to get you to clean up your act, man.
Matt, did you watch any sports ball tonight? I like do not have like any interest in any sporting event besides golf, which I guess fucking tells you how old I am mentally that I enjoy golf.
I used to watch sports ball. It was mostly just football. But then I was just like, why would I watch football when I can play it? And I stopped watching football. course, then there came a time when I was told I can no longer play football, and I was like, wow, stuff just keeps getting taken away from me, huh? In fact, I used to actually really enjoy playing football.
Did you
Then I
really?
had to stop. Yeah, I did.
Why'd you have to stop?
It's because of my eyes.
Oh.
Didn't want another retinal detachment. So they just told me to avoid uh, playing like any type of contact sport at all.
Matt, would you want to go to the Masters in Augusta? I would fucking love to go to the Masters, dude. I am the only person I know that would actually want to attend the Masters and sit out in the fucking Georgia heat for fucking 8 hours watching Tiger Woods hit a ball around. I play this is like I still do this. I still play fucking Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2004 for like fun. Like I on the PlayStation 2, I play that game for like fun.
I could not tell you how many football players were weaves. One, because I didn't make friends. Two, I never joined the football team because by the time that was like an option for me, it was already taken away on account of my eyes not being very good and me having all those surgeries when I was younger. And also, I kept the weeb thing very close to my chest. I basically don't tell anyone that I watch anime.
I fun fact, live near Trump's golf course. So you know, the next time a PGA Tour event gets hosted there, which might be never considering, you know, all that stuff that happened last year.
I mean, anime has become way more mainstream now.
My mom,
I think it's because people are just more open to share stuff.
my mom went to go see the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah, because it was fucking rad. And like in general, I'd say people have only gotten like more and more accepting as the years go on. And as they accept more stuff, people become more open and willing to share things about themselves because the want to join a community is so strong, you see.
I think
So I mean, I don't think it's very surprising that kids now are more open about being fucking weebs and liking anime and shit.
I think COVID notwithstanding, I probably would have like if COVID hadn't happened, I probably would have preferred to grow up in this time rather than the 2010s. Just because I feel like getting bullied for your interests is not something that happens that much anymore, at least not around here.
Yeah. That being said, I wasn't looking to make no friends, so I wasn't trying to tell anybody I watched fucking anime. It worked. I'm sure there were only a handful of people that that even knew I watched that shit. And that same handful of people is the same handful of people I still talk to. All the people who like kind of knew me but like didn't really know me, man, I wasn't talking. I was talking to them for shit. Little do they know, I am deathly afraid of them. That for a while has been one of my biggest fears. Is running into someone I might know from school while out and about, because I am not one for conversation, especially with people I don't know that well.
My fear is getting in my car and it is Lightning McQueen. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
I don't know if I have any fears that are not based in reality, because life is the scariest thing of all.
All my fears are based in reality. I'm scared of nuclear war. I'm not scared of climate change because although I understand that it is very harmful, I like, you know, I'm able to move to a place that isn't going to be underwater in 3 years. And in fact, already live in a place that won't be underwater. Matt fears of becoming uncanny meme. I like the Mr. Incredible becoming uncanny memes. I think they're funny.
Okay, guys, I'm calling upon your help once again. Please use all of your energy available and send me a fucking gun and enter the gungeon. I'm in dire need. Please help.
I will mail you a Glock 19, Dion.
That would be very helpful.
Note to any federal investigators that may be listening, I will not mail Dion a Glock 19. That was a joke.
Well, now what am I going to do? If not even my good friend Matt will give me a gun, what hope is there for me?
Guns are cool, bro.
Guns are very cool.
See, people assume when I talk about how we need gun control that like I'm like anti-gun or whatever. That is not the case. I love guns. I think they're the coolest thing in the universe. I also think we don't necessarily need to sell guns to a guy who uh was declared a flight risk. You know, maybe a guy who beats his wife, let's not sell him a gun. What's he
Yeah.
need a gun for?
Yeah, I think guns are radical, but I feel like as a collective society, I feel that we have proven unable to control ourselves in the presence of like pretty much unrestricted gun owning.
Yeah.
It's like, when you misbehave and your parents take your toy away, I think we need to take the guns away because we have misbehaved.
Yeah. We can get them back like if we earn it, but like
Yeah.
We got to be good first, you know?
Yeah.
I have to go to the post office, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, to submit my passport application. Take away the NFTs and the crypto. If I had no morals, I would totally get into NFTs.
So happy crypto's crashing.
Chris is happy too, dude.
Yeah.
Chris makes money on crypto, bro. That's like his career now, is fucking waiting for crypto to drop, then going in, then waiting for it to go back in, and then selling.
I just want the goddamn GPU prices to go down. Eat my dick, crypto miners.
Is Aaron Rodgers like out of the NFL? Is he gone now? I'm seeing a lot of people talk about him because apparently he botched at the latest game.
I couldn't tell you sports ball is no longer my thing.
Rip Crash Ben Oka, now he is on Microsoft Windows Vista. I don't know what that means. Hey guys. Lizard ladies with big tits. That is all.
Very insightful.
Just tits in general, honestly.
Yeah, big victory there.
Alphys. People ask me, Matt, why did you draw Alphys with large tits? And first of all, no, I didn't. I drew her with like a B cup. That's like average sized. Second of
Not
all,
D for dragon.
I draw what I like to look at. If I'm gonna be animating this lady for fucking hours, I'm gonna give her boobs, you know? That's why Undyne has a big rack too.
And yet he continues to deny the MILFs.
I continue to deny what?
The MILFs.
The films. That's why Sans has a big rack now too. Look, guys, boobs in general are just really cool. If you've got them, I'm jealous. If you don't have them, you know, sucks to suck, I guess. If you have man boobs, like, that can be cool, like, you know, depending on the circumstance. My man boobs are not that cool because they jiggle when I run, and that's, like, not fun. Although I have lost weight recently. I have been not dieting, I don't think that's the right word, but I have been like eating less.
Definitely not the right word.
I've been eating less junk. So I'm losing a little bit of weight because I was like 240 at my heaviest, and that's like not good. That's like not good for somebody who doesn't work out ever. If you work out and you're 240, like you're probably just like jack, dude. But like
You're fucking like 90% muscles.
Holy crap, Lois. Remember the time that Matt gave Sans big boobs? Matt, does donating emoji equate to crypto? I do not see the correlation. I receive it in real money, so there's that. I don't receive it in like made up V-Bucks or whatever. Whatever the hot new crypto is.
Slurp juice.
Slurp juice. It's purple flurp, that's the new crypto. Hey Peter, I just bought an ultra rare NFT. It is holographic animated Sans, dabbing and doing the floss. Holy crap, Joe. Joe, you can't buy NFTs. That's cringe, Joe. Oh, come on, guys. NFTs are gonna be big. I know it. I know it! Brian would probably sell NFTs. Go up to women and be like, you know, I'm a world-renowned crypto investor now. I've made billions of flurp coins. Have you read my new novel? It's about how, hello, Michael.
You streaming? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my sleep part 1 is done. I'm good for the next 6 hours.
Meaning it in dungeon. I'm sad. You know what, Michael? I made it. I made it to the dragon, and I beat the dragon, and I forgot that I was guaranteed to go to bullet hell. So I went to
Oh.
bullet hell, and then my run died, and I was sad.
You didn't kill your past as whatever?
No, I couldn't because I went to fucking bullet hell.
I hope you get to the past as the robot, and then you pick the wrong dialogue option like I did, and you have to do it over again.
The dialogue options have been pretty cut and dry. So
The robot one threw me for a loop, though.
well, one day I'll find out if you're just bad. I got an AK and not a JK for once.
Hey Dion, what is the
I've never found
latest?
the JK.
What is the latest on anime? Says Connor Thompson.
Not too much to write home about right now. The ones that I am currently watching are the one with the cosplay girl who wants the cosplay made for her, that I forget the name of. And I'm watching World's End Harem because who knows, there might be something there. And I am also watching, what is it, Rust Eater Bisco? I'm really hoping I'll have like a proper story being told, at some point during the next episode. But not too much to write home about for now. I could keep you posted if you like and give you the roundup at the end of the season.
Hey, Michael, do you think
Isn't
you
like
could?
Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer going on right now though?
Yeah, but I watched the dub
Oh,
of,
okay.
of Attack on Titan, so I'm behind.
Michael, do you think you could beat 420 mode in real life?
In real life?
Yeah.
No. There's too much pressure in real life.
Because failure could result in real death.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Oh my god. It
I
appears
was
the
stuck in
terrorists have activated.
in my dreams.
Draw sands with a gun. Okay, hang on.
3 separate times I came to the conclusion, oh shit, there's something due tomorrow. Oh wait, no, I'm dreaming. It's due day after tomorrow. And like 3 separate times in my dream that happened.
He's alive. I repeat, the run is alive.
Leave it in the anime. I'm not gonna leave it in the animation.
You a coward.
What if you forgot?
It's right in the middle of the frame. I'm not gonna forget. What the fuck?
What if you forgot that you drew Newbert with a gun?
Have you watched Smiling Friends? I have. I actually drew a Pim earlier this stream. I enjoyed Smiling Friends very much.
Charlie and Pim need to make Susie smile. That's basically what fucking Deltarune 1 was about.
Pain.
I hope Chris makes it big with that crypto investment. I'm too much of a coward to join him. Also, I'm actually out of money now because college took it all, so now I don't have anything to play with. Chris, we were just talking about you. I said I hope your crypto investment makes you win big.
Said Chris was a big stinky.
Hey Chris,
I did not say that.
you're on stream right now, Chris.
Okay, that's fine. I'm also in my car.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can hear that. Okay.
You missed it, guys. I got to tell everyone how terrible Fault was.
Oh, you missed it. I was reading out Dion quotes to people today.
What?
Was I supposed to elaborate? I wasn't gonna.
Honestly, didn't quite hear what you said.
He said that he was reading Dion quotes to people at work today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, not at people at work, just to people.
Oh, okay.
You can't just read the sacred texts like that to just randos.
All right.
Do not call my quotes sacred texts.
There we go. There's Sans with a gun.
Thought that might provoke a reaction.
Oh, hang on. I forgot to draw the magazine. Fuck.
I just want you to know how well fucking some of these quotes sold upstairs. Girls squirting as an event like the Raptor definitely got a few people. Seconded by if the world outside of the cave is full of cussies and stuff like that, I don't need to say you see the world. That one also sold pretty hard.
Okay, I don't need you to tell me how marketable my speech is.
Oh, I just didn't even know that it was marketable. Also, they thought it was funny, mostly because I talked to them too. Because it's an event like the Rapture for sure. But, you know, that's not going to be quoted.
Hey Chris, you should go to a like an open mic night at like a fucking stand-up comic club and just read Dion quotes.
Open mic night, I already know exactly what my bit would be. My entire bit would be like, how do you guys watch cars?
What? We can't hear you, dude. You're so quiet and far away.
You're so in your car.
You're in the next car over, bro.
We're doing a radio show. Chris is the fucking remote caller, and he sounds like garbage like they always do.
That's super unfortunate.
Okay, we hear you fine now.
Yeah, I took it off my car. I don't know why the mic in my car sucks so bad. If I ever got a stand-up routine, I would start asking if they've ever seen cars. That's my plan. I would explain the concept of a cussy to them, and if they didn't think it was funny, I would just tell them that it wasn't a bit, and that I was just informing the people that needed to know. It's more like a social responsibility, you know?
Man, I got bored in Miyazaki's game.
What do you mean you got bored?
Bored. With the V. I had to go inside this big woman and clear out her coochie of her kids. Except because it's a kids game, or E for everyone rather. It was inside her stomach, and you had to clear out her I don't know, of her kids so that she could give birth.
You had to clear out her pussy.
Yeah. No one in the party was on board about getting born again because you had to exit through the same exit way.
Don't know what I was thinking, leaving my child behind.
I don't want no kids.
Dion gave his kid to the purple man, said see ya, and walked away.
Bruh, Dion gonna go buy some fucking milk, bruh. Dion, you can't do that.
Well, I'm just going to the store. I'll be back.
No, no, Dion, come back. Can I come with you?
No.
No.
There's this awkward situation going on right now where two of the girls that work the customer service desk at the grocery store across the street from me are into me, and I can't date both of them.
Are you reading this out? Is this a comment?
No. This is
Date
real
both
life.
of them. Date both of them and turned it into like a bit on like Drake and Josh.
Bruh, I'm down. Make it happen. Okay, like what if cars are like dogs and they get stuck inside of each other's cussies?
Oh my god.
How does cars sex even like work?
I mean,
That's the joke.
I don't know, man. But like, I'm just saying, like, what if, man? You know?
They have their giant corkscrew duck penis.
Yeah. We don't know what car penis looks like. I mean, like, I mean, personally, my dick doesn't hit an angle. I have a very straight penis, and I'm blessed with a straight penis. But I'm just saying, I know that people like have like angle penises, and like the angle penises of the car world probably get stuck.
Chris really out here talking about his penis on my live stream now.
Okay, listen. I'm not saying I have like the best penis ever. Like it's straight. It's probably less than average. In fact, it is less than average, but it's straight.
Alright, Chris.
My arrow don't fly sideways, alright? I need the people to know.
You're a degenerate,
Alright,
Chris.
Chris.
No,
Sure stream, guys.
degenerate. You probably have that corkscrew penis, you fucking monster. You fucking got that whale penis that literally mythology is written about because sailors didn't know what the fuck was coming out of the water. That's real. There's so much mythology that's just written about whale penises because people didn't know what the fuck they were looking at.
Know that. But I believe it.
Because whale penises look mad weird, man.
They do,
Pretty
yeah.
sweet deal, huh? See,
Guys, I saw a sea monster.
Bro, they thought so.
Yeah.
They think that's where the original giant squid myth came from because they think that realistically people wouldn't have come into contact with giant squids otherwise, just because of how deep they're located.
Yeah. Oh, it's super low underground, or it's super low underwater.
So they
It's
think
like abyss level.
well, yeah, but that's where they think the original giant squid myth fighting, like giant squids fighting whales myth came from, because they would see whales and then they'd see this weird large pink tentacle. And sailors are fucking idiots apparently and didn't know how to put two and two together. Anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
This was very informative, Chris. Thank you.
If I ever get a TED Talk, I'm talking about pussies. I just need the world to know. I'm
Chris.
getting right the fuck up there and talking about Lightning McQueen slaughtering some fucking You know what, Mater? Mater definitely eats fucking cootie hole, bro.
Mater is doing like the equivalent of butt stuff in like Alabama.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, Mater eats Cass.
Chris.
Probably uses that car tongue and eats some fucking Cass, bruh.
You're done.
What do you mean, Gabrielle? Chris and Dion, of course. Get that and Dion out of here. I think the fuck not.
Nah, Dion's onto something. Alright, so Mater's got the toe, right? That's definitely some booty action. Dion's onto it. He's picking up people with his booty, and he's fucking them. He's fucking them backwards. That's the fucking Cars reverse cowgirl right there. Hey,
There we go.
That's how the lore ties in.
that Dion fucking
I
nailed
mean,
it.
he's a pickup
and I
truck,
gotta
you know? You gotta
gotta-
be able to do some kinky car stuff with that. In the Cars in universe.
Thank you, Dion.
Fuck you, Chris.
I couldn't have done this without you.
I hate
You don't
you.
say anything?
I didn't.
Okay.
It was Chris and Dion. Did you not? You didn't get that part?
Slaughter you.
Matt, did you draw this picture?
What? No.
But in the Discord, that's my
Yeah.
fan art.
Yeah, somebody drew fan art of Dion.
Okay, because I like understood that it was Dion immediately, but then I was like, if it's not Dion, I'm a huge racist.
I thought it was Dion and Matt drew it.
No, Gabrielle.
Very
drew it.
good fan art.
Yeah. We all appreciate it.
We do. I do appreciate it. I wasn't shitting on it. It's good.
Are you pinning that in Dion quotes? Is that the pin, the top level pin for Dion quotes?
Yeah, we put it in Dion quotes. I mean, I don't know. Dion's quotes are already really powerful.
Yeah, but now we have like the visual for it.
Want to go
Like,
home?
yeah,
I'm already here.
Honestly, Dion sitting down with a fucking glass of wine like that and a fucking robe, just telling people how girls squirting is an event like the Rapture, would sit me flat out on my fucking ass, man. I don't know, man.
All right, it's in the Dion quotes Discord now.
I can't believe it's come to this.
Do you ever feel bad for Dion that we do this to him?
He
Fuck
does
no,
this
you
to
don't. I
himself.
know you don't. What?
No,
He doesn't though.
I felt bad for a while, but then I realized that Dion is the most handsome one of us, and he won't fucking admit it, and I'm gonna hold my harassment behind that barrier now.
Okay, whatever. Because we basically propped Dion up and like built a religion around him.
That's cool, dude.
That's what he gets for being fucking handsome.
I hate you.
And that explains why Dion has no game. Because handsome people have no game. They're just used to people flinging themselves at him.
I'll have you know, it has been a very long time since someone flung themselves at me.
But it's
Oh,
happened.
It's happened.
It happened
Bruh.
back in 5th grade when it does not count.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it doesn't
saying,
count.
dog, I'm on the never list, man. No one's ever flung themselves at me. That's an event like the Rapture right there.
Yeah, no one's ever flung themselves at me either, except like someone.
They
is
have
not true.
though. They're just all like moms or old. Or both.
Yeah. True. Yeah, you know what? Fuck both of you. Me and Michael sitting in the fucking ugly boy's car.
Hey,
Alright.
I'm fine.
Me
I
sitting
look
in
like
the
a very
ugly boy's
fine
car.
Asian person. Look a lot like my relatives. Just need to do my hair differently, and I'm a clone. And I think they're all great people. I don't know where I'm going with this, guys, so save me.
No, you got this. Hold down the bit. Hold it down.
It's like not even a bit though. Like I think they just look really handsome, and I'm like, oh man.
Sorry, hang on
I've
a
got
second. Can we
Asian
back
dog.
up a second? Did Michael say that all Asians look alike?
No, that is not what he said.
Just saying, there was like an archetype, you know, the face and the glasses, and then you got the hair, and you're like, oh man, you should just do your hair the same. Everyone looks the same.
Okay, so that is what Michael said.
I mean, I'll say that about every race. I just like basically I see people, and if you change your hair, I'll be like, is this the same guy that I knew? I gotta ask, but it's gonna be awkward. Guys, help! I'm bad with faces.
Yeah, no, I think Michael has half of his brain dead, actually. Because the fucking half of his brain that identifies faces clearly don't work.
I mean, yes, that's literally what I said.
It's okay, Michael. I'm bad with faces too.
Oh, you're
That-
just blind, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a little different.
Dion's just built different, dude.
I
Dion
am built
is built
different.
Come on, guys.
I'm built with fucking stretch retinas, bro.
Dog, Dion, how many people I gotta fucking tell you that called you handsome? I gotta tell you about before you believe me. What the fuck?
Shut up. That's what I'll say to that.
Dion, it's not even a bit. It's not a bit. I'm not memeing on you. It's just a real thing that happened.
Like, I wasn't convinced until Chris convinced me just by telling Dion. I'm like, wow, and if that many people say it, it's gotta be true.
It's not a bit. I'm being so dead ass.
Yeah, I believe you. But Dion,
This ain't Oompa Loompa leg. This is the real world.
This makes me very upset, and I'm sad now.
Bruh, me making you upset by calling you handsome, that ain't. I don't feel bad for that. That's probably the nicest interaction that I've had with any of y'all.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting here minding my own
when
business.
Chris is like, "Yo, Matt has a big dick." He doesn't say you're handsome out of malice.
Bruh, I ain't saying it out of malice. And
Yes,
you have
you
a big
know.
dick. I don't know what the fuck you want from me.
Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. You've seen Dion's face. You ain't seen my dick. So when you say Dion's handsome,
I see where yeah. All right, I got it. Yeah, that checks
Alright,
out.
that dude fucking his dog definitely just heard you seen Dion's face, you ain't seen my dick. I just have to hold that.
yeah, well, don't put me on speaker, idiot.
Well, I mean my car microphone wasn't working.
Wow. At least my dungeon run's going well. At least that hasn't been ruined for me. Are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how Chris's dog heard me say that fucking Chris has seen Dion's face, but he ain't seen my dick.
Now his dog thinks he's weird.
His dog probably did that thing where he tilted his fucking head at him. Which is dog speak for what the fuck?
Just a dog.
Chris's dog be knowing a lot of words he shouldn't know.
It's Chris's fault.
Connor Thompson has sent me 99 cents and says 100 emoji. Thank you, Connor Thompson.
Oh, very nice of you, Connor Thompson.
Seriously though, stop giving me money. I don't need it.
Take the compliment.
Well, he needs it, just not from you.
I mean, yes, we all need money to live, but like, Connor Thompson like donates to like every single stream, and he donates not an insignificant amount, and I feel bad every time he does.
Like under $10 every time.
Yeah, but it's like
He's
multiple
He
times.
said he had a job, and it's fine.
You need to do the milk challenge live stream. No, thank you.
Oh, dude, I'll be waiting.
Oh, what is this new stupid challenge?
We do not do challenges here.
What?
What?
Drawing Pim, that was my only challenge.
The only challenge Matt did was Dead Steven Saturday or whatever.
Dead Steven Saturday, yeah. Forgot about that.
How could you ever forget?
Fatty. Gabrielle Arts has sent me $1.99 and says mood, with written with smiley faces as the ooh.
Wow.
That is the plain text that my stream software decided that is.
That's what I'm already making. I got 10 slots of armor, fellows.
Matt, you should speedrun animation and see what it looks like. That was the Twin Souls one.
Did you take forever on that one?
I made the Twin Souls one in like 4 months, dude.
Oh.
It was 4 months on a 10-minute cartoon. It was the fastest I had ever made a cartoon of that length.
Was it like 2 or 3 that you added like 20 pages to?
It was.
And then you ended up making it like an extra parter.
It was episode 2 became 2, 3, and 4.
That was it. Okay.
And then
That's the one I was thinking of, not 1.
And then episode 3 became 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I'm losing all my armor. Send me more of your energy. I know I need a lot, but that's because I'm trash.
Welcome back, Christoph. The truth.
I'm posting screenshots screenshots of my Ni no Kuni playthrough. Look at these Miyazaki scenes. Once they upload, if they upload. Oh, I forgot to disconnect from the other network. Hold on.
You're just gonna leave me hanging like that, Gabriella? Come on, bro. I thought we had something. Now, in my time of need, I am abandoned.
Oh my god, this is a Miyazaki ass game.
Yeah. Look, the micro macro, it's back. I looked off with the cow Leafa, and then you put cheese in her mouth.
What kind of nose did I give Jonathan in the original My Little Brony?
I don't remember.
Let me
Question you're gonna have to answer yourself.
Was it a horse nose?
if I gave him any nose besides a fucking little button nose like I have here, I'm retconning it like right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I remember, like, I figured it would be the same one as you had, and
Yeah.
it's the Matt character had.
Yeah, it's the same nose as the
And
Mac
then that
character.
was just like the snoot little button, yeah.
Thank you, Ashley. I'm glad I have some support in these trying times.
So the way, hang on, let me. I am real quick gonna try my best to from memory draw what these characters like looked like back then. Let me change my brush smoothing to like 40. See, I can't even draw crappy anymore. Okay, hold up. No, that's not quite right.
I feel like when Chris invests more money than you have into crypto.
Oh. What the fuck?
It was a good decision, and I stand by it.
I mean, it might be.
So I lost all of my armor.
I'd definitely invest
have,
somewhere if I wasn't bodied by college right now.
I have stop losses in place, so no matter what, I already profited.
Already? Cool.
I don't know. I put 9K in, and I had 10.9K this morning.
Yeah.
Chris is crypto king, guys.
Is this Ni no Kuni?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at this Miyazaki ass game.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, I know. This is very exactly what I thought it'd be.
Literally, like one of the best games on the planet.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it. Only problem is the movement speed's kind of slow and encounter rate's kind of high. And I'm like, I'm not getting any more XP from these guys. I'm already over leveled. Please stop fighting me.
Yeah, see, that's not even like. Okay, hang on. Let me just open the actual file.
I meant artistically. My bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like beautiful.
You know who else is beautiful?
You know who
I'm
else
doing
is
a lot of fast
beautiful?
travel at like hour 25, so I'm getting close.
Dion. Bruh.
You know, and it is like Final Fantasy 13. Hour 10, you get to change your party.
My god.
Oh wait, Brony again B. That's not the one I want. I want friendship C, I think. Yeah, friendship, except I didn't spell friendship right. I forgot the D. Friendship C.
Friend.
Friendship.
Best friends.
Best friend.
Friendship C. FLA. There we go.
I thought Matt was hitting us with the fucking sweet like Sogma joke, like a Kenya joke.
Yeah.
I forgot I renamed Matt to MILF Magnet Matthew.
How could you forget?
Hey, Jonathan.
It's because Matt
What's
has
up?
that dad energy, like we keep saying.
Bro, Matt does have daddy energy.
Man, these drawings are horrible.
You're saying that's a zaddy?
No. Oh my god, the line boil was just 2 frames back then? Jesus Christ.
I'm glad there's a screenshot button on the Switch, so I could capture the moment of me shoving cheese into her mouth forever.
So I like how Jonathan, his like eyes are on his face is on a different layer even though he doesn't move at all. And his glasses are actually a graphic that go over his eyes.
That's silly. I can't believe you did it that way.
Hey, Jonathan. What's up?
And I was too, because the face, right?
Hey,
The faces like would move more often than the characters. So the characters had line boils, but the faces didn't. So while the lines were boiling, everyone's faces was completely
Hey,
static.
Jonathan. What's up?
That's really funny. You didn't redraw the faces to get the boils?
No.
Are you still...
I didn't even so the way that so that's it's even lazier than you think. The way I did boils back then was today I just like throw it in After Effects and do like a displace filter. The way I did boils back then was I would draw a character. So let's just draw like a little Matt.
Draw
Right?
Charlie from Smiling Friends.
I drew Pim earlier and it took longer than I wanted it to.
Speed paint Charlie.
So
Matt's drawing right now, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here's a little Matt.
Not to scale. His giant dong is missing.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Matt's giant dong. Sorry, I tuned out, but I knew we were talking about Matt when I heard giant dong.
I could be talking about the whales again. Or Cody.
Does Cody have a big penis?
Chris
Like-
says he does. I take his word for it.
It's not like it's bigger than like ours, right? But it's kind of too close
Doesn't that
for
make
the
it
size
huge,
that
though,
Cody
like
is.
relative? Cody's a small guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he's got a
Cody's
huge,
10
massive dong.
pounds, and 1 pound of Cody might be penis. Kind of a flex. I mean, imagine if I was walking around with 18 pounds of dick.
Damn.
Or I guess now 16 pounds of dick. I've been doing well.
Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you.
I'm imagining it now, and I don't like it.
I look like Matt. Bro, Matt was really playing with the sliders in heaven, and he was like, "Look, guys, I put it all into my dick." And then he ran out of timer time, so they sent him.
Creation. He rolls a 20 on his dick, and he's like, "Oh, guys."
I'm glad you at least acknowledge that I'm ugly in every other aspect.
I didn't say that.
That's not what we said.
So the way I did line boils back then
Yeah.
was okay. Flash is auto saving. Was I would convert the thing to a graphic, right? And then I would go in. I would make a keyframe, hit the smooth button, make another keyframe, hit the smooth button, and then play that on twos. So it wasn't even I was like redraw. It wasn't even like I was redrawing everything all the time. Like it was literally I only drew the image once and boiled it with the smooth button. So all those times that things didn't boil, it's even lazier than you think it was.
Oh my god.
Are you still watching this crap? Oh, I'm Jonathan.
It just
I'm
goes
gay
to
because
show
I
how powerful Undertale is to blow up your animations.
watch a gay show for little girls. I mean, like, really little.
Gotta
Like,
draw
ages
what
2 to
people
4.
want to see.
This is the scene that made Michael mad because Matt
Ages 2 to
grows an extra finger so that he can put up 4 fingers.
Yeah.
Ages 2 to 4 little girls. Not even the vast majority of them.
Bruh, Spotify is a karaoke mode.
This
It's
show is
very
gay. It
off-model.
needs to be canceled.
Oh my
Didn't know
god.
Spotify had a karaoke mode.
I just found this out like right the fuck now.
Wow.
You know
I
what?
clicked a button on accident.
I'm not getting involved
and it
this
fucking
time.
activated karaoke mode.
Are you gonna use it?
Should I?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what your singing voice sounds like.
It's not great, but you know what? Chris is definitely down for karaoke after he's been day drinking in Shinjuku across Shinjuku all day.
What?
Is this when you
Am I in a forest?
traded your
Great.
shoes?
Just great.
Look,
I have no idea where I am,
I
but I'm sure
honestly have more
Jonathan has
questions about the pants that day.
something to do with this. But how did I get
Did you
here
trade
anyway?
your pants too?
No, okay, so I woke
I'm
up
gonna
in
go get a
bed
drink
with
and then
pants
find out how to get back
off,
home.
but shoes on, which means I did one of two things. I pulled off my jeans over my shoes somehow, or I took off my pants and put the shoes back on. I don't know which.
You're right. There are questions to be asked there.
Yeah, I know. I'm so confused. Look, all that matters is those are my shoes.
Yes, at the end of the day.
I misspelled Sebastian's name in the credits.
Wow, how embarrassing.
Sebastian
silly.
Stan.
By the way, a pretty
Yeah,
big
that's
chunk of this
perfect.
had to be reanimated because Flash corrupted like Flash corrupted every JPEG in the file, so I had to like go in and like redraw a bunch of this shit. Oh, there's the Vote Romney poster. There's I forgot about that. This cartoon was supposed to come out like right around the time of the 2012 election, and I thought Romney was gonna win, so I had like a Romney pony hidden in there, and like I wanted to be able to say like, yeah, I predicted that.
Looks like you were wrong.
Simpsons predicted. Guys, the Simpsons predicted.
Yeah.
And this is when we were using like these busted up fucking custom models that didn't work, and I hated
That's gonna
using
be
them.
on fucking Watch Mojo in like 20 years. 5 different My Little Brony times that they predicted the future. You're watching Watch Mojo. It's gonna be fucking Matthew. It's gonna be great.
Is Matt a secret Republican conservative? No, I actually hated Romney. I was like fucking like all the times that I complained about Trump, I complained about Romney like as much back then. It's just Romney didn't become president, so I stopped shortly after the election.
Mitt Mormon.
We did call him McMormon a lot.
Honestly, if they did that, like at the polls, he would have had a further shot from winning. I think people would have genuinely had qualms voting for a Mormon.
That's it.
Yeah. My favorite thing about Mitt Romney was that he went to all the suburbs in like jeans and a polo and was like, "I'm just like you guys," and then he lost. And then Donald Trump showed up in a fucking solid gold airplane with his suit and was like, "I'm a billionaire, vote for me," and then he won easily. I like hate all of the animation in this, dude.
Gay show.
There
which
is not even a single
gay.
piece of good
Is there
animation
even a town nearby?
or good
Well, I guess-
writing. I wrote the entirety of My Little Brony Part 1 by myself. The idea was me and Jonathan would alternate. So I wrote Part 1 and he
That's
wrote
a
Part
bad
2.
idea. They did that with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I really like. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's no in between frames here. He just goes to this fucking he just goes to this pose.
I really like the idea of running like a whisper campaign against Mitt Romney, but only things that would offend Mormons. Like accuse him of fucking like soaking and shit.
Well, I guess I'm gonna walk through this dangerous-looking forest and find out.
I'm sad. I lost my
Stupid
smile around the way
Jonathan.
to the ball.
I'd be stuck on tat.
Oh, it's okay, boss.
What? Okay, I'm pretty sure this blurred background here. Pretty sure there's a secret message here that says something like Applejack fucked her brother or something like that. It's very classy.
Yeah, that is the Matt way.
That is really classy.
It's funny because they're like Hicks Ranchers or something.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yep, Applejack screwed her cousin. That's what it says.
Tatooine, or an ooh, or even in freaking Stillwater.
Okay. So Matt says he'd rather be on Tatooine, in Ooh, or freaking Stillwater. So that tells you a lot about what year this was made.
Who?
That
That's
does.
the fucking like.
That's
Adventure
Adventure
Time
Time, right?
Yeah, it's Adventure Time. Was topical at the time. Because Adventure Time had like just started getting popular.
Didn't Adventure Time get some like weird reboot?
Did they?
Something.
No, it's not like it's not Adventure Time, but it's like a spin-off. That's the
Oh, they're
one.
doing a Fiona and Cake show.
Yeah, okay. Fiona's the buff chick, right?
She's the thick chick.
Oh yeah, she had the thighs.
Yeah, she had massive thighs.
Ooh,
She had
Okay, no, I'm not
thighs.
thinking of the right person.
Fiona and Cake are the female Finn and Jake.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
the.
In freaking Stillwater, just not the stupid Technicolor bullcrap land of ponies.
Okay, so I just noticed that
Is that
Matt
Adventure Time Distant Worlds or Distant Lands?
Distant Lands was like the sequel movies.
Oh, okay.
So Matt changes. First of all, his animation loops improperly here, and I just didn't fix it. I knew all these errors were here. There's no way I didn't notice them. I just didn't fix them.
So that means you're a bad animator.
But Matt's fucking lip sync style here changes halfway through because I hated the first one, and instead of just redoing it, I like
Stillwater,
just
just not
swapped
the
it halfway
stupid
through.
Technicolor bullcrap land of ponies. Wonderful.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, and so we used like a model of Pinkie Pie that was like straight up like ripped out of some Flash game on the fucking My Little Pony website for this.
That's pretty funny.
I literally decompiled the Swift, I'm pretty sure, to get this model. Or somebody decompiled it. It was like,
I literally stole it.
yeah, we literally stole it from Hasbro.
Sweet. I beat the
I'm gonna
dragon.
find the Dream Bot in like 20 years and be like, oh,
Guys, I beat the dragon without getting damaged.
I beat the dragon.
The
Being raped?
dragon.
Murdered? Fed to others in a cupcake?
Dragon. I
Oh,
totally forgot.
oh
that
God,
Donkey
my
fucked
number
the
came up,
dragon in
didn't
that
it?
movie.
Help!
Just
Yeah,
watching Shrek.
I was a very good actor. There's a white van parked outside of the apartment. By the way, this apartment complex. Let me actually open Blender. This apartment complex that you see in My Little Brony. Let me open Blender real quick.
Thank you, Gabrielle. It seems your fucking kicking my goddamn ass was all I needed.
Is Gabrielle the new Mari draws?
I mean, sure, she drew fan art of me.
True.
But Gabriella's doing she's one of my assistant animators now. I hired her recently, and then was incredibly slow about getting work to her because I'm a piece of shit.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this apartment that you see right here in this shot in My Little Brony, and it appears again in My Little Brony 2, where I didn't even redraw it. It is literally the same asset. Hang on. Does this shit work in cycles? No, it does not. Shit.
Hey, Chris and Dion, did you guys ever go back to see the ending of It Takes Two?
No, we'll do it at some point.
God damn it. I have to fix all the materials because this shit doesn't work in the new version of Blender. But the apartment you see here is actually, and you'll see this in future projects, the same apartment that I modeled for Swole Foods. That's Kat's apartment. Whoa, she moved into the same apartment complex. Insane. That's continuity, you guys. That's world building. That's lore right there.
Yeah, I beat the robot's pets.
And also, for some reason, the building got more windows in the 10 years between Swole Foods and My Little Brony.
Yeah, that's even more continuity.
Michael, I have no idea how you got mixed on that ending.
Bro, you can't
Okay.
be adding windows to buildings. I know how buildings work.
What happened in the ending?
So you go to the ending, and no matter which option you choose, you can only choose one option. So I don't know what the fuck happened to you. Because you can choose to follow protocol or break protocol. But if you choose to break protocol, it won't let you break protocol. So you have to follow the protocol. There's
Is
no way
that
to modify the
new?
law.
I definitely broke
Again.
protocol.
Again? This happens too often.
Hold up, I'm sorry, hang on. He says
I
again.
definitely broke protocol, didn't fight the boss, and had to retry it.
He says again, but then there's like the final mouth shape, which is the closed teeth. There's no settle on that. It just abruptly switches to what the fuck, past Matt. What the fuck?
Again?
What the
This happens
fuck?
too often.
Tell me about it.
Should we save him?
Do we have anything going on today?
Nah.
Should we try and save Matt?
Sure.
That is not Dion, no. This is Sebastian.
And has a policy of not putting me in his cartoons.
I do not.
Yes, he does.
It just so happens that every project that you've been in so far has not panned out.
He's
Should we try
canceled
and-
it immediately after Dion joined it.
Yeah, Matt's
Should we try
suppressing
and-
me.
He said black people are not good for my image, and then he stamped it racist, and then he put it away forever.
I didn't say any of those words in any sequence of events.
Should we try and save Matt?
Sure.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this is going to clip the audio, so I apologize in advance.
Give us back our friend.
Sebastian, no, that's totally stupid.
Jonathan did the soundscape for this, by the way, so all the audio mixing problems, that's his fault. Please write to him. Let him know that he clipped the audio.
Stupid. Use a chair.
Don't
This-
write to him. That's so expensive. He's in London, exploring the world.
Use a chair.
Use a chair. This was going to be. Jonathan only has 3 fingers on that hand.
Wow.
He has a thumb and 2 fingers.
Thanks, Matt. Wow, very weird.
I love these wandering traders. Motherfucking think they can sell me a piece of kelp for a fucking emerald. Are you on crack?
And then
Ugh.
Dion, I
Man,
found
that
it.
was crazy.
The third party member.
Oh,
Jonathan made me change this scene like halfway through.
Crazy.
He decided to so Jonathan's the one who designed the pony versions of us. He changed his character's design like halfway through the cartoon, so I had to go back and reanimate a bunch, or not reanimate, but I retouched up a bunch of stuff.
Crazy.
I wouldn't accept my design.
Oh my god, I'm a Pegasus.
For
I have
my
wings, I have
child
a
being
cutie
eaten by a
mark.
shark.
This is so amazing. I can't believe it. Sebastian, what
Yeah.
are you? Oh, that's a shame.
I was also
Only gonna
retconning the
kidnap-
Matverse.
Yeah, Chris knows my pain.
Yeah, he said Asians are stealing my brand, and then he got rid of me.
So this Flash VCam, if you were to export this today, would not work because this used ActionScript 2, which it is not like a thing anymore. So that's how old the version of Flash I was using was.
Bruh, Flash existed.
Bro, we're on HTML5 now, bro.
I was using Macromedia.
Yeah, you should have been using HTML5 because like Flash was dead and like not future proofed.
I was using Macromedia Flash 8 because like that was the only version I could get for free.
You can't even watch Matt's animations anymore without using a fucking emulator.
A bunch of my old stuff got taken off of Newgrounds a couple months ago because the Flash files broke and I have to like re-export all of them.
Yeah, see? Not future proof Flash.
So I just want to point out so Applejack's lip sync is actually not it doesn't move with her. Or I'm sorry, it does, but it's not part of the same symbol as her. I manually I can't believe that this is the one thing I paid attention to. I manually, frame by frame, moved her mouth where it should be in relation to where her body moves with each frame of the walk cycle. And you can tell that I did that because when the camera moves off of her in this shot, it stops moving with her. I can't believe of all the things in the cartoon, this was the thing I actually paid attention to and fixed, was the fucking making her mouth move properly. And I didn't even do it perfect, but it's like better than than it would have been.
She was all like, "Oh no, don't kidnap me." And then I said, "I'm totally gonna kidnap you." So then I knocked her out and brought her into a dark and desolate room. Stupid pink bitch deserved it anyway.
This whole scene is a fucking non sequitur. I don't get this.
Grand Theft Auto sounds,
Why did I write
sounds like a
this?
stupid game.
I don't know, man. It was a mystery back then. Those are the dark ages.
Bruh.
Right.
This whole cartoon is a big bra moment. Pink Panther, of course, yeah. This later on, this cartoon caused a lot of trouble because of all the copyrighted music that Jonathan put in here. I got like 17 emails one day about all the copyrighted music.
At least more recently, it seems like it's worth just eating shit on the copyright music and just going for sponsors.
Yeah.
To back that
At
up.
least more and more YouTubers are going that route.
Exactly.
This was the scene of the cartoon where I gave up on using models for everything and just started hand drawing all the characters.
Exactly.
Lost our connection briefly, but I'm back.
Oh.
We were just talking shit.
Wait, this button isn't.
Oh.
So
I made these ponies look the same because Michael looks the same.
Yeah.
And he stamped it with the racist.
back then, I did all of the effects in Flash. I had put all the sound in Flash. Like I did everything in Flash, blurs, camera movements, all of that. All of that happened in Flash. So all of these cartoons are like fucking 7 million layers deep. I think this scene in particular is 30 layers. And those layers have like more layers like deeper in, like if you click into the symbols, like this symbol has like 6 layers. Yeah, 6 layers. So like
that's a crazy onion.
So like so Flash like really like chugged really hard like anytime I tried to play this cartoon. Really, it's a miracle that because I animated this on like when I was like 14 on my mom's laptop. It's a miracle that like any of this actually ran.
Biden isn't getting us.
I knew that the SWF file wouldn't play properly, so I remember sending an email to Wade Fulp at Newgrounds. Or no, was it Wade Fulp? Or was it Mike? It was Mike at Newgrounds. I sent an email to him that was like, "Hey, I heard that you gave Harry Partridge
You got the secret sauce.
Yeah, I was like, I heard that you gave Harry Partridge, who I did not know at the time. I did not, I did not like. I knew of Harry Partridge. I watched his cartoons, obviously, but I didn't know him personally like I do today. I was like, hey, I heard on Twitter that you gave Harry Partridge
the secret sauce.
a program that converts Flash files to movie files. Can you? I have a really big cartoon that's about to come out. Can I please use it? And he was like, yeah, sure. And he emailed me the executable, which was a really cool thing to do. He didn't even know me. But so I emailed people at Newgrounds just to get this cartoon exported.
Getting us anywhere. I don't.
And then I published the Flash version anyway that ran like shit. Because I'm a fucking idiot.
Fucking memer.
In this town would kidnap Matt, and we don't have the fingers nor the tools to kidnap someone.
I'll never forget that memer I went to college with. It was in my English class.
Gee, I wonder why.
No.
No.
He was such a memer that for the end class evaluation, on the back he drew a fucking Pepe face.
With residents like you, that town is probably the least quiet town ever. Ugh, how could this day get any worse?
And he thought that I was like a memer too. And I was like,
oh,
nah,
what the
bro.
fuck?
It ain't like that, man. He did. And I swear to God, it's just because I had like a sense of humor. He was like, oh, must be meme humor. And I'm like, no, not quite.
You can't give memers an inch, they take a mile.
Dude, for real.
Dude, for real, for real.
For real, no
Anyway.
cap on a stack.
That was a deep dive on the Flash. That wasn't even really a deep dive, but that was a little dive on the Flash file for My Little Brony 1.
Yeah.
That was a pretty deep dive.
More coming on the Patreon.
Yeah, you gotta go to Patreon to see the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I uploaded the entire file to my Patreon. Which all patrons get access to the Flash file no matter how much you've pledged. Because I'm just a nice guy who's bad at marketing.
If anyone wants to see it for free, subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'll release it there.
Hey guys,
I
if you
have
don't want to
access to the
see Matt's
Patreon.
Patreon, subscribe to my Patreon. I hate Matt.
I almost
do
want to
like the
like
idea of a
reanimate a
Patreon.
scene from that just as a personal challenge.
Michael, guess what I just found out about the lowercase r?
What?
If you have ghost bullets and you shoot it, it says boo, spooky, and ghost.
Yeah, the lowercase r has a couple like that, I think.
Okay, now let's open Brony again B.
I knew Matt was still a brony.
Yeah.
Brony Again B is one of many flash files for My Little Brony 2. This cartoon was 20 minutes long, and Flash cannot run a 20-minute video, so I had to split this
Flash
into
was
multiple.
not made for that.
I had to split this into multiple files. Michael's in this one actually, in this scene.
Oh yeah, the Mattverse.
Yeah.
Me though.
Yeah, bro, we ain't cool.
Oh yeah, I submitted voice files for that.
Recorded on his laptop.
Yep. I think I asked if quality mattered, and you're like, nah, just do what you have. And I'm like, all right, sure.
So first of all, I just noticed you can see the end of Michael's hand right there in the tidy box. I didn't make sure his arm extended past the fucking clipping bounds.
Okay, so here's what happened. Jonathan was watching a television show designed for little girls. Matt came in and saw this. After a bit of insulting, lightning struck the satellite dish, causing a huge burst of electricity to open a portal to an alternate dimension. Here, Matt was morphed into the shape of and befriended the inhabitants of this world. Jonathan and Sebastian went in to rescue him, but they were too late, as a dark and ominous shadow came and kidnapped Matt and his companions. Any questions?
I remember Michael texting me after this, after I released this, that was like, I stuttered, can I do it again? And I was like, Michael, it's already out.
Did I?
Yeah, you said something like, shit, I stuttered during the voice line.
His companions. Any questions?
Yes, I do.
And this is Andrew.
Where did you get?
I think
any
about
of-
that sometimes, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's better he left it in.
Any of this information?
And then, I unfortunately don't have every flash file from this cartoon. I don't know where, like one of them is missing, and I don't know where it went. Case in point, there's like, hold up. Where is... Yeah, hang on. This is not a finished file either. Where are all my files? My Little Brony 2 is a mystery. Like I know what happened to the files for the Twin Souls the Twin Souls 4. I accidentally saved over it while I was going back in to pull some assets out. I know what happened there. I don't know what happened to hang on. Okay.
Gotta back it up.
I have a bunch of files labeled Brony Again B backup, but they only go back to 2014, and I finished the cartoon in 2015, so I don't know like if that's even the complete ones. Brony Again C, nope, that's not it. Brony Again B, last modified 2012, yep, that's not it.
Brony again is what Matt did in Melty Blood.
Brony again, back up 2013. Nope. Brony again. It's 2014. That's a little later.
Brony again is the uni remix of Brony.
Boy, it would be really cool if Matt played Melty Blood with me.
Okay, this is not the finished version either.
Already has the naming scheme.
Yeah.
This isn't the finished version either, but it's more finished than any of the other versions I have, I think. Hang on, let's open... what is base Swifts? I don't know what that is. Oh, wait, hang on. Is it in here? Why? Wait. Why? Why do I have a folder within my Flash 2012 folder also called Flash with duplicates of some of my Flash files? What the?
I don't know, man.
Matt can't name
You
shit
didn't name
properly.
anything useful back then. I remember this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's chastised you for it.
Yeah. I very much remember saying, Matt, you're not going to remember what any of these files are. You're like, don't worry.
Yeah, Matt and his infinite wisdom. Matt, I got a question. Do you know how long I talked about Fault for?
It was probably about 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Are we talking about dumb shit?
No, I talked about my dumb shit earlier.
Okay, because I have like a back pocket rant about Wicker that I can always bust out.
Oh.
Chris's rightful hatred for Wicker.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
it's the most
Wicker's
garbage
pretty.
fucking thing.
Wicker's pretty rough, dude.
Yeah, Wicker's pretty bad.
Okay.
East Coast, Beast Coast, indeed.
Hang on. I have my old laptop that I animated this on, like right over here. Hang on.
Fuck is this? Damn.
Okay, so yeah, I have in front of me the laptop that I animated all these on. It is a Toshiba... Oh, what model was this? A Toshiba Satellite C55A with an AMD A6 quad-core processor. And I remember this thing... I stopped using it because it auto-updated to Windows 10 one day, and it was, like, horrible and wouldn't run... Like, it was really slow after that. Trying to get the hard drive bay open so I can just yank it out, but the screw is very tiny. Fuck it. Whatever. That'll be for another day. I would just like turn it on and see if I can find the file, but I fucking I can't seem to find the charger for this thing. I wonder. I'm surprised I still have this thing. Like, it is literally just sitting on the shelf behind me. It's in pretty good condition too. I mean, like the laptop itself, probably there's probably like 7 million viruses on this thing. Well, whatever.
How in the world is this thing?
Pretty sweet deal, huh? Sweet deal, huh? Pretty sweet deal, huh? See, my soul, it's just kind of flat.
It's a shame. I am pretty sure if I turn that laptop on and search the files that I can find the finished version of my Little Brony 2. Because that is the laptop that I compiled it all on. It's just, I don't have the charger for it right now. I bet one of my other laptop chargers could probably fit in there. And if worse comes to worse, I'll just yank out the hard drive at some point when I have time.
So it'll be from the t-shirt cannon.
That's how Maud Flanders died, dude.
The t-shirt cannon?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really tragic.
That's how all these bullets are dying.
Are they? T-shirt cannon's not very good.
I mean, I'm killing them.
Slowly.
Yeah. I got a Mac 10.
I just realized this the way I've done the color separations is going to be confusing for the assistant animator, because I colored the shading color separations the same color as the drawstrings of the hoodie which are supposed to be a separate color, but are not the same as this, and in fact is drawn with a different tool. So I'll have to leave a note of that. Whoops.
Sounds like you better go in and change it.
I'll just put a note.
Just comment it out.
Just comment a color out.
Comment it out. It's because programming is the only art I know. Haha, get it?
Alright, guys, we're doing it live. I can evolve my DLC Griffin and Nino Kuni into the fire or ice subspecies. The
Fire.
ice
You know
one
how
is
much you fucking
stronger.
love fire.
The ice one is stronger, but the fire one is cooler aesthetically.
I know how much you like fire. Just go
I
for the
named
fire.
that five. I'm putting it to a vote. Do I go for strength or do I go for aesthetics?
I mean, you're playing an RPG, so you better go for strength.
Well, here's the thing. This guy's not gonna be on the final team. So I'm kind of leaning towards aesthetics.
Just go for fire then.
You know what? I actually don't have anyone who does fire damage, and I've got like fire guy at fire.
I'm glad we solved your conundrum.
Yeah, there we go. Is you're gonna be Griff Furnace instead of Refrigerator?
Wow. That's so clever.
Yeah, all the names in this game are puns, as they always are in these wacky RPGs. This game gives off a lot of Dragon Quest vibes.
Oh, that was the next one I needed to play, was Dragon Quest 11.
That one you're not gonna like.
Play a game you're actually gonna like.
You're not gonna like the turn-based combat because that's as turn-based as it gets.
Yeah, but you can like see the enemies on the overworld, so like it won't be as egregious.
Okay, yeah. You'd probably like Ni no Kuni because the battle's not turn-based. It's like active, and like you can cancel your turn to like put in a different input.
Hey man, what about Blue Reflection, eh?
Nah, too many magical girls.
It's so good though.
All right. Griffurnus is gonna fucking carry me until endgame, when eventually he'll be replaced. He's really good. He's like a fucking country mile above everything else you have at this point. And he's free. You just have him in every game because he comes with the enhanced edition.
I think these passes work well with each other. I got the Flame Hand. The subscription is 2d6 plus Infallen.
Yeah, it does do 2d6, I think. I think it does
wow.
random damage.
Wow. I mean, 2d6 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Flash! What was that?
This run's looking pretty grim. Ew.
Okay, I think that's it for tonight. I'm gonna head off stream. Thank you all for showing up and sitting through me while I comb through old Flash files for a bit for some reason. Y'all have a good night.